Okay. Testing, testing, testing. I think I made it work. Okay. Testing, testing, testing. Yes, I made it work. And I think I made the YouTube work as well. Let's double check that I made the YouTube work. I think I have actually done it. I think I have both the YouTube and the Twitch working at the same time. This is a godsend. I go to one convention and suddenly I'm a pro when it comes to these kinds of things. Echo. Oh, I had the echo on for just a second. Yeah, because I was double checking that my microphone works. Thank you everybody for the subscriptions. Hello, hello, hello. Give me one quick moment. I need to tweet that I'm live. I have so much to tell you. You might be wondering what the heck is going on. Mint is telling lies about me on the internet. My stinky girlfriend sent me messages at 3 in the morning being like, what the heck is wrong with you? So I need to explain. I need to show photos. I need to talk about the delicious steak I had. I need to talk about all the fun things we did. I need to talk about the flowers that spiders got me. Oh, what a day. What an everything. And who knows, maybe there's going to be some announcements. Thank you so much for the subs. My momos. I am, by the way, almost done with one of my big deadlines. And I think I'll be able to tell you all quite even maybe today some stuff. So just hold on tight, spider monkeys. We're going to be able to talk about it. Thank you everybody for subscribing. I'm sorry I turned off the Wait, is my YouTube still not live? Wait. The YouTube is live, correct? Just checking. Testing, 1, 2, 3. The YouTube is currently live, right? YouTube is live. Perfect. I have so many things to tell you all. I have so much exciting stuff. But first, let me super quickly get a bottle of water or something. Also, I'm sorry my hype train is off. Testing 1, 2, 3. So loud. But thank you so much, my loves, for the YouTube and the Twitch love. I really appreciate it. I'm so excited. Normal size, thank you for the 16 months. And David, thank you for the 11. My Twitch momos, thank you for spinning. Thank you for the supas. I appreciate you so much. Very quickly. Hold on. I just gotta check something. Is this? Secrets. Oh my God, so much. Thank you, everybody. What the heck? I can't believe it's been 30 months. It's been 30 goddamn years together. I miss you. I love you. I'm so excited to be here. I'm so parasocial. I have so much to let you all know. I was supposed to have like an hour-and-a-half meet and greet that turned into an accidental 4-hour meet and greet because there was nobody after me and because you just kept coming. You just kept coming and you kept being in line and you kept... Oh my God, I forgot to tweet. Hold on. Okay, everybody. Yeah. Let me tweet out that we're live. Let the people know. I missed you too. I have so much stuff to tell you. Good news though, I am officially for sure gonna be back to streaming like the fullest time after April 20th. I know it's funny, haha, 420, but you know, I, Matara Khan, am the ultimate weed consumer. No, for anybody wondering, I'm not. Even though I live in a place where it's legal, it's just, no, I'm a wine. I'm a wine roach. You know me. 420 blazing it. Thank you for spinning. So, very many things to tell you, but I will be streaming a little bit this week because even though I have a tight deadline this week. I'm going to ace it this week. And then I got some streams incoming for you. And I think I'll be able to do some mini announcements real soon as well. I think I'll be able to do some mini announcements real soon for you as well. So I'm really, really excited. But yeah, let me, I completely forgot to tweet. I forgot to tweet. I am live now with juicy WeebCon stories. Come here. Come here, come here. How is TwitchCon overall? You mean the TwitchCon from a few months ago? The TwitchCon from a few months ago was very, very good and very, very fun, and I enjoyed it quite immensely. The WeebCon, was less fun. Enjoy the gift. Actually, Rain Taster, now that you're here, I am going to reprimand you slightly. Please don't take it super personally, but I do have to say something. Thank you very much for the book that you have given me. While I appreciate the sentiment of the gift, and of course, I never want to get strict with what kind of gift you guys are giving me. Please, everybody, I am warning you, please do not give me things that are graphical or scary or like, I am not interested in a book about a serial killer or a mass murderer. Please don't do that again. I'm going to be very transparent with you. I donated the book to a Goodwill. I don't feel comfortable reading that kind of stuff. That is the kind of stuff that makes me like unhappy afterwards for a while. So while I am very grateful, and also in the future, I know that my security has warned you. Please, 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 if you want to gift me a gift, I am so grateful. But please be respectful of the other Momos' time and wait in line, right? Other Momos were very respectful and they lined up even though they've seen me a lot of times and they've met me a lot of times. Oh my God, the is so good here. But please in the future, if my security is letting you know that you have to wait in line in order to give me a gift, I understand it's annoying. Like I said, it was a free meet and greet. You didn't have to buy anything. If you'd like to give me something, please be respectful of the other Momos' times. But I just figured like I had to give you a proper warning because it's not the first time this happens, and I would really like it if you stayed a part of this community and had fun with us. But I also know that I have to kind of I have to be a little bit strict. All right. But yeah, in the future, again, Momos, I don't want to be ungrateful about your gifts, but please no more gifts about mass murderers or serial killers and things like that. And if my security tells you to, not spring up on me and wait in line, especially when I hired an extra security for this convention, please respect them because they unfortunately are much less nicer than I am. But yeah. Of course, Moss, I appreciate it. Thanks you for coming out. All right. I'm sorry that I have to deliver such cold news at the beginning. I'm sorry, but at the same time, I'm a very big believer of enforcing your boundaries. Tell the Momos if there's anything, that happened that you would like. I think the biggest thing for me is definitely just if my security tells you something, please respect them and please. Hi, Niwa, my love. So I got your signed G-Subs poster. Let's go, Rocky. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate. Oh my God, Momos, you are relentless. With the, oh my goodness. Also, Vinkiro, thank you for the bits. Matara Khan, brought to you by Gamersubs and Shiki. That's right. Brought to you by a lot of great things. That's for sure. Brought to you by a lot of great things. And again, I really do appreciate it. I am very, very sorry if you did not mean the book that way. I'm just very, very like, I did donate the book and I'm sure somebody will enjoy it. And I don't want it to feel like your gift went to waste, and I apologize. But I also want to be mindful and honest that yeah. David, I see you have picked your side. Dasvi, thank you for coming to meet me. It was a pleasure. All right, everybody. Are we ready to go? Are we ready to rock and roll? I just realized I did my tweet. Let me make sure I have everything, and then I'm all yours. I was so lucky to be 20th in line. Let's go! I like Nobel and, hold on, my other one is right. Farsia. Farsia and Nobel, please. I'd love to see you like Kid Bash a little Matara up in there. I'd love to see that. A little Kid Bashed Matara and all that fun stuff. A great pic with you wearing claws. Oh, don't worry. We're gonna yap. We're gonna yap. Yeah, Miss Katie, I definitely was. I knew that I myself was gonna have a really hard time reading that book. And like, I didn't want it to affect my mood. But I know somebody else will love it. Okay. Give me 2 minutes. I'm gonna double check that I got everything going. Everything is charging. Everything, etc. But yeah. No worries. Again, Rain Taster, I'm absolutely not taking it seriously or personally. And I'm glad you're also not taking it seriously or personally. All right. All right, give me a quick minute. I will be right back. And then it's go time. Well. If it isn't my fellow Momos, my fellow Momos, it is time. I want to see you spin. Let's go. I want to see you spin. Spin. I want to see you spin. Let's go. My fellow Momos. It is I, Matara Khan of Matara Khan Industries, independent, resilient, double D's, triple threat, all of it and everything. I have so much stuff to tell you about the convention. I have so much gushing to do about the Momos. You all were so sweet. I got to meet the Giga. I got to go out for food with my sweet Junie, with Ama. It has just been such a great weekend. And I'm excited. Like I said, I'm almost through with all my deadlines. I'm hoping that very soon I can announce some of the stuff that things are changing and going and everything. And yeah, how the heck have you all been? Be honest. Did you miss me? Be really, really honest, but like lay it on thick. Did you miss me? And do you love me as a woman? Lay it on thick. I need to hear all of it. Yes to both, right? Yes to both, right? You've all decided that you're done fearing me and you're gonna start loving me? What do you mean yes and no? You're not allowed. You're not allowed to. What do you mean yes to boast? We miss you a lot and love you as a streamer. We missed you so much as a streamer. Yes to the first, only as a streamer. To the second. Listen, so what if I'm a cannibalistic cockroach from outer space? I deserve love too. I'm gonna give you another solid maybe. When did we ever stop loving you as a woman? But yes, I missed you. I'm so happy. Oh, hold on. I need to turn on my light. I checked your socials because I was wondering when you'd be back. Well, I'm here. I'm here, baby. I got a few things that are deadlines this week, but I think I'm going to be streaming for sure on the 11th. I have a collab with Ray and Fifi and Amelie and Sayu, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Alpha, thank you so much for the super. I was at WeebCon and I still missed you and loved you as a woman. Did you stop by when I was doing my meet and greets? We're going to be playing that golf game that Amelie really loves. You know that one that Amelie was like... You know the one that Amelie was absolutely freaking losing her mind? That one. Rox, thank you so much for your nice comment. I saw that you were tweeting some good stuff, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. You're always so supportive on Twitter, and I really appreciate it. Oh my goodness, everybody, I need to show you a photo very quickly of Noelle's Momo. Oh my goodness. It is the cutest. Oh my God. He's got a little hat. All right, I have a little bit of photo show and tell for you all later, but very quickly, she just had him and she put him in a little hat, and it absolutely changed my brain chemistry. She put him in a, hold on. Why is this photo so gigantic? She gave him a little hat. 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 This little Momo's got a little hat. Sorry, I don't know why this photo is that gigantic. It's a Texas Momo. Yeehaw. Yee howdy, everybody. She gave him a little hat. I was at the meet and greet. It was an honor to meet you. Thank you for all the ring pops, by the way, Alpha. I really appreciate it. Look at him. He's got a little hat. He's so cute. It's Tex Momo. And there's also Evil Momo without a hat. It's only Tex Momo, no Evil Tex Momo. He's so cute. Look at him. Oh. He's so cute. Tex Momo, he's just adorable. Oh my God. This is so much better than what you guys did at TwitchCon, where you guys just shibari'd the Momos. This is so much healthier for the Momos, and probably, you know, will traumatize them a lot less. Nice. Thank you for the 6 months, my love. Thank you, Vanitas, for coming by. Shibari Momo was great. To be fair, actually, the person who started shibariing the Momos was Sam's boyfriend. So Sam, my project manager, was at TwitchCon, and if you probably saw them, they're very tall, big muscles, very tall. And their boyfriend was the one shibariing all the Momos. Their boyfriend started that. So later, when everybody was shibariing the Momos, it was because of their boyfriend, which I love. I think it was very silly. It is an art form. I get it. Morning, Demon. How are you? Thank you for the 22. Morning. Zen asked me to squeeze my Momo. Yeah. We Momos are experimental. Listen, life is short, right? Sometimes you want, you know, tomato, avocado, potato, whichever. Ravy, it was so good to meet you. Tell me a little bit about our meet and greet. Give me a little reminder of our combo. That way I can place you in my mind's eye. I can imagine you. Momo, 19, here to meet you. Honestly, it was so crazy to see such low Momo numbers. I can't believe you couldn't put your card in at the beginning, and yet you still sniped that number. You still sniped number 19. That is crazy to me. Great job. Seriously. And I know what you mean about being tired. I have so much to say about Texas. It is damn hot. I was humid. Let me put it that way. I was a little bit humid. I was definitely a little bit sweaty. I also just changed my sunblock, so I definitely broke out a little bit. I was a little bit sweaty. Let's go, Lustful. That's what I like to hear. So many people started getting their orders. I'm so excited. Ooh. Flu Zeus, thank you for the 29 months. What's crazy is you went in the cold season. All right, I've talked about this before. One of my favorite conventions ever, I guess maybe until like Off-Guy, was this convention called PAX South. It was a convention in January in the San Antonio Riverwalk area. Oh my God. Oh my God. It was the best convention ever. I've never been to a better convention. It was perfect. The timing, the everything. It was in January. I haven't been to San Japan yet, Novel. I haven't been there yet. I've only been to San Japan like digitally. Not exactly undigitally yet. You can't wait for your Gamer Subs order to come in. I know some people only ended up getting the Gamer Subs order while I was already at the con. So next time I can sign your cups. Next time I can sign your Gamer Subs cups. Let me take a look. I know some people were posting some photos in our Discord, and I know some people were posting stuff. Let me take a quick look. Let me take a very quick look. But yeah, it makes me so happy that you guys are getting your Gamer Subs stuff. Hold on. I want to see. I want to take a look. I want to see what's going on. Hold on. But honestly, yesterday, I'm going to start my story time from the beginning. So don't worry. You're going to get ample story time. I'm even going to be nice to our editor. And I'm going to mute the notifications during story time. So my fellow beautiful momos, get it out of your system. Get it out of your system, my sweet loves. Just get it out of your system, because I will be muting them during story time so that my editor can actually have a safe time. You're welcome, editors. I say my editor, but my editors. All right, how freaking cool does the cup look? Hold on, everybody, hold on. Hi, Editor Mo. It is I, Momo. Look at this. Look at this beautiful mug. Oh, I did this thing where Matara, why are you so big? I did this thing where I don't have my desktop open. So give me a second. Oh my God, Matara, you're going to stream your display capture? Oh no, what's the worst that can happen? Okay, what desktop is this? Hold on. Let me. It's my Asus. All right, it's the Asus. It's like Jesus, but with more A's. Asus. Look at it. Look at it. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. She's so beautiful. Hell Penguin, thank you for the 24 months, my love. Thank you. PAX South was fun. I went into 2017. I'm really sad they stopped doing PAX South, but I'll be honest with you, the anime cons have been great. The anime cons are so much fun. Everybody is always in a good mood. Everybody's always in a good mood, and everybody's a weeb, and it just feels like such a great place. It feels like such a fun, great place, and I'm having a lot of fun. Look at this. Look at this beautiful hall, okay? When did they stop doing South? They definitely stopped it before COVID. Oh, really, Lustful? I had no idea. I'm just surprised any PAX is still around. Taj, from what I heard, PAX East is still kicking pretty strong. And PAX Prime is also kicking strong. I know it's not called Prime anymore, it's called West. Also, y'all, I'm going to show you a photo. I don't want to like go too far ahead in my story time because I kind of want to go through my story time starting from like day one, but I just have to quickly say, look at how beautiful these flowers are. Spiders got me these incredible flowers. Even when I came home, my flesh mother was like, wow, this is amazing. And I told her, I'm like, oh, I want to bring them to LA from my apartment there. She's like, no, you're keeping them here at my house. They're too beautiful. She's like, you're going to mess them up. You're going to get them dirty. So she loves them. She's wow. They are so thoughtful of you, spiders. Thank you so, so, so much. It was such a great freaking present. It was absolutely, and like the flowers are all so thoughtful, and spiders did say one of them is for unrequited love, and I'm like, I'm sorry, darling, but I know spiders eat cockroaches, but in my world, me being, this cannibal cockroach from outer space, I'm the one eating you and devouring you. Our love could just not be meant to be. Sunny, thank you for the raid. Also, Woo, thank you for the 5 months. What a great time, Sunny. I just went live and I'm about to start yapping people's brains off for story time. Hold on, story time. WeebCon story time. I'm about to show people pictures of my WeebCon and do some story time. I actually have a photo I haven't posted yet. It's a photo of me meeting Giga. So there is one photo that I will be posting on the social media after, so you will see it. But you are getting a stream exclusive. You are getting a stream exclusive photo. How was your stream, Sunny? I hope you had a good time. Thank you again so much for the raid. Welcome, raiders coming in from Sunny's stream. Hello. I am Matarakan of Independent Resilient Matarakan Industries, Double D's, Triple Tret. And I haven't been streaming as much lately because I got some really exciting deadlines coming up. I'll talk about them before. But real talk, I've spoiled it a little bit. Something with 3D and songs that I got 2 very big deadlines for this month. And then in May, I am starting to record the podcast because the podcast is coming out in June. I actually just interviewed a producer for the podcast, so I'm excited. Sunny got her deck on stream. Do you mean you got a stream deck, or did you like make a little sliver deck with Magic the Gathering? Which one is it? You're about to get the yappening of your life. If you love Hags Yappin', right here, baby, I'm here for you. How is my dance practice going? Kind of rough. I think my dance is a little bit more difficult than I initially intended for it to. I think my choreographer is incredible, but she definitely made it a little bit harder than it was intended. I think it's a little bit more difficult than I initially thought that it was gonna be. But hey, I'm here. She was showing off her massive deck. Oh, I thought you meant stream deck, but you're talking Slay the Spire. Why did you have a massive deck on Slay the Spire? Why'd you have a massive deck? Were you playing like, oh, it's Slay the Spire too, so I don't know. But I remember when you had like the barricade deck, you had the deck where you like build up power or exhaust with the ironclad. Then silent, you could either do a cycle deck or a shiv deck or a poison deck. Watcher, I know you could do a darkness deck, you can do but even then I feel like you'd always want card draw, no? Most likely high score. I have trouble saying no to cards. No, Sunny! I have so much to teach you. Sunny. You want a slim deck most of the time. As long as your deck has one of everything, you want a slim deck. Most of the time, your starter cards are trash. You got to get rid of them. You need a slim deck, baby girl. You need upgraded cards. You need card removal at like every store that you can. Oh no, Sunny. Again, I don't know Slay the Spire 2. I haven't played it yet, but you need a thin deck, my girl. You need a thin deck. Is it fun though? Are you enjoying the game? I'm keeping it for stream. I am saving my enjoyment of the game for the stream. I currently do not have time to really play video games outside of streaming. So I haven't been even streaming. So I promise myself that whenever it is the time, it will be the time. But yeah, how the heck is everybody? Hale, I haven't had the chance to take a look at that. No. Well, good news. For those of you coming in from Sunny Stream, or if you're just kind of like lingering in, you're about to get your ears yapped off for the next like 2-3 hours maybe. I do have a meeting about my podcast later tonight, so I can't stay up super late. But the good news, you will also get a stream on the 11th of April because I'm going to be doing a super golf collab with Ray, with Sayu, with Amoli, and with Fifi. I don't know who else is going to be in, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be a really, 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 really fun time. And also, everybody has started receiving their Gamer Subs orders. So I'm hoping that... Hold on, let me find it for y'all. I'm hoping... Where is it? I'm hoping that some of the next conventions, you guys will be able to bring me the cups to sign or bring me your stuff to sign, or I can see you in the really, really sexy Matara shirts. I'd really, really love that. I'm hoping some of you get your stuff real soon. Let me see if I have any more photos to show. Please, again, post them on Twitter or post them in the Discord. I want to see them. I love seeing them. I always show them off. Y'all are just so cute and you make me so proud. And if you have pets in the photo as well, I mean, look at this big boy. Look at this big boy right here. Look at him. I'm sorry. I talk to animals. I don't even talk to kids this way, by the way. Children, they get my full adult voice. Children get my full adult voice, but pets do not. Pets do not get my full adult voice. Pets get my, oh, he's a good little guy. Look at this desk mat, y'all. Gamer Subs cooked. Alex, speaking of Gamer Subs cooking, it's so good to see you. I hope you enjoy the cookies. I hope you enjoy the cookies, my sweet love. I hope you enjoy the cookies. Look at this beautiful cooking that Gamer Subs has been doing. Everybody's starting. Wait a second. Wait, my monitor. Wait. Look at their A and their S key. Wait a second. Oh my God. I have to share this photo with the class. Oh my God. This is... You and I are the same. I am not shaming you because you and I are the same. This is on this current keyboard. This is my A, S, and D key. Vanikal, thank you for the gifted, my love. Sabers, thank you so much for the 18 months. You are officially part of the glorpdom. Look at you. No longer just a Momo, now a glorpmo. Look at that. You never go forward in games? Apparently not. I only ever go back. I only ever run backwards. I never press W often enough. That's what my keyboard. You need a new keyboard? I know. And I have a bunch of keyboards for gaming, but there's something really nice about being like, you know what? I have my decrepit keyboard here, you know? Also, I've said it before, but I basically... my keys for this keyboard here. Y'all already know about my keyboard struggles. I actually do have to change this keyboard. When we were playing Elden Ring, I couldn't play it because my... I'm not even changing the photo, by the way. You all can just tilt your heads. Do you notice anything? Oh, you probably can't see it. So I put this key wrong. It's supposed to be to the left, but I put it up and now I can't. Oh, wait, never mind. Oh my God, wait, did I just fix? Wait, did I just fix it? Did I fix? Wait, okay, I fixed my key. Yippee, it's fixed. It's fixed. It's fixed, I fixed it. You know what? I fixed it. Oh, I did it. I can't believe I did it. It's only been like years. I did it. Women in STEM. I did it. I can't believe that. I doubted myself until the very, very end. I truly, madly, deeply doubted myself. 9 Inch Nails Closer or Closer to God? 9 Inch Nails Pretty Hate Machine 1989 album. It is by far the most like newbie album, but it's my favorite album. By far, by far, by far. It's just too good. It's just too good. All right, everybody. Are you ready for big story time? Zero, could you please pin that alerts will be down while I am doing the stuff? Also, everybody, just in case you missed it, Gamer Subs, Cheeky, always back on the table with everything. I have to thank you for being at WeebCon. I got to meet you twice, and from leaning in to listen when I peeled the plastic off the standee to asking my friend to sign her VTuber keychain she gave you the next day and encouraging her. Everything proved you're a beautiful bug both inside and out. Gone, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. You say thank you for meeting you, but you are the one who stood in line. It's everything, Coffee, because I have to say, I don't want to like rush ahead of time, but Mint has definitely, I need to listen to how Mint said the story, but somebody told me that she basically said that I like stole someone's car and like forced them to drive me. That is not it. I will explain the story from my end, and I'm also going to listen to Mint. I'm curious how Mint is going to recap the story, because my stinky girl is no, she heard the story from Steiner because we went to have a business lunch. She said you paid. I definitely paid some. Yes. Okay. So, story alert. I paid somebody to drive Steiner and I to lunch. Story alert. But also, please stick around. Please stick around. I want to tell you all the stories. I want to entice you. Why'd she make it sound like a date? No. I think she did that because she is probably like, oh my God, it would be awful if, but no, it was absolutely just a business lunch with my friend's manager. Mint is a longtime friend of mine. Steiner just started working with her. So it was a business lunch with my friend's manager. But stop! Let me get to that part of the story, okay? We're not even on like Thursday night yet, and you're rushing. You're rushing ahead of time. You're rushing ahead of time. Stop. You gotta relax. You gotta relax. Let's get to it. Maybe I'll make myself a little drink. Who knows? We gotta get into it slowly, We gotta slowly get into the story. You too, Space Captain. Thank you so much for coming by. All right, everybody. Where is my alerts? Let me mute my alerts. Okay. Let me mute my alerts. Editors, I'm trying something new where I'm muting my alerts during story time. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if it's as good for you as it is for me. Let me know if you enjoy it the same way I enjoy it, because maybe it's good. Oh, I need to do a code for my phone. Hold on. My Twitch account is more protected than my bank account. Like, it's always just codes and codes and codes. Now everyone's going to be like, wait a second, so we can go into her bank. All right, remember. And again, I always joked about this, but like, I feel that whenever you play Final Fantasy, it's actually got better protection set on it than like most bank accounts. The amount of like double, triple factor authentication you need for Final Fantasy 14 is way more. Yeah, you gotta build up to it. You can't just rush me. We gotta get there, All right, let me lower. Let me lower some of our sub alerts, okay, my labs? I know. Who am I? All right, remind me it was like 60%. All right. I am going to go grab myself a little drink, grab myself a sparkling water, and you do the same, because when I'm back in about a minute and a half, it's big story time. For the record, I would have driven you and Steiner to lunch for free. For the record, next time, I think I'm going to ask in Discord and be like, hey, who wants to... Tika's going to hate me for this. If I'm just like, hey, parasocially speaking, who wants to drive me? Hey guys, I'm going to the airport. Who wants to drive me? No, I can't do that. I shouldn't do that. Stop. I will abuse my power. You already know. David, thank you so much for the 30 months. Tug, thank you so much for the 30 months. You already know I will abuse my power. You already know. You already know. Okay, let's not. I take you to the airport anytime. Thank you, Mr. Bite. A personal global network of chauffeurs, right? If I'm like, oh, Momos, can I get a sparkling water to my room and a blue Gatorade? Wait, Mr. Bite, idea. What if you created an app where I can just rent things from the Momos? I could be like, hey, Momos, I'm at this con and I need like a hair dryer. And I can just rent it from the Momos. I could be rent a Momo and it's just, hey, Momos, I need a strong Momo to build me a shelf. With these gas prices. Exactly. Also, all jokes aside, Momos, I love you all, but I would not use you for your kindness and generosity like that. I would use you for having an extra life in a video game. If eating your flesh gave me extra health, I would eat you alive or boiled or you know. But no, realistically speaking, no. Sabers, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. My hype trains are off, unfortunately. We have lost hype train privileges until the next big, I don't know, something. Whether it's April 1st or something else. Next big announcement, no more hype train privileges. But for now, there's some privileges, all right? Air fry a Momo, that would be delicious. I mean, hey, I know that there's a meme that says young hoes cook everything on high and like young hoes air fry their steak. And maybe I'm a young hoe at heart because despite being an auntie, I do air fry my frozen steak because it's perfect and it's delicious and it tastes good and I'm lazy. So I do air fry my frozen steak. And it is delicious. Stop that nonsense. It is delicious. Sure, it's more delicious on the skillet, but lazy. I'm a big lazy girl and you already know this. What's up, Demon Queen? And Somberg, thank you so much for the 16 months. What is an air fryer? It's basically like a small microwave that cooks your food kind of like a microwave would. You know? It cooks your food kind of like a microwave would. All right, everybody. Let me grab a little drink. I think, like a little bit of a bottle of wine left over here, so I can't give it to my roommates, you know? I gotta get it out of the way because I'll be going back to California soon with my other roommate. And I want to make sure, you know? All right, give me a moment. In the meantime, while I'm gone, don't do anything I would do, and please make sure to spin. All right, I'm watching you. Get yourself a double serving of wine. I actually only think I have like a glass and a half left, and I do have a meeting about the podcast tonight. So, it took 4 hours to get to LA. I am so sorry. This is why whenever I have to go, so sometimes I have to go into Beverly Hills because it's where WME is. I know, fancy, ritzy. And I actually plan for the full day. Like I leave my house, I think like around 9:30 a.m. and I stay in LA until like 9 p.m. because otherwise you really do get hit with traffic all the time. And I also don't know the traffic time, so I feel like I get hit anyway. So whenever I have to go into WME for meetings, I always make sure that I just schedule a million other things. I try to schedule a haircut, seeing another friend, seeing a third friend, seeing a fourth friend, going shopping, going to some stores, whichever. I don't know what that means, new intern, but welcome. Marco, thank you for the Zupa. All right, I'm going to do that thing where I keep yapping and I don't leave. And then I keep saying, I'm going to leave in 5 minutes. I'm going to leave in 5 minutes. I'm going to leave in 5 minutes. And then I never leave. So pretty please, would you give me a moment? A small moment for me to go grab some wine, okay? A small moment. Would you kindly let me leave? Thank you, Chris. Yeah, Christmas. I have some pretty big deadlines coming up that I'll be able to talk about soon. The only thing I can currently say about my deadlines is 3D and music. That's your hint. And my other thing that I can tell you about is podcast coming back in June. So give me a minute, my loves. I'll be right back. In the meantime, please don't chew my cables. I need them to stream. Pretty please with a cherry on top. So yeah, first order of business. Wait, happy birthday, Momos. Can you do me a favor and kiss that Momo? I want all Momo mouths on deck. All Momo mouths on deck for kissing. Kiss that Momo. Happy birthday, Momo. Happy birthday, my love. All the best wishes, all the good stuff, everything. You deserve it. We spin. All right, so I'll talk about it again closer to the end of the stream, but good news is I will be coming back to streaming a lot more after the end of, like, closer to third week of April. I do have a lot of deadlines. I have some deadlines this week. I'm sorry, I can't talk about them yet. And I do have some pretty big deadlines for April 20th. Again, haha, April 20th. But between then, I'll still stream a little bit. Like I said, I'm going to be streaming on the 11th and I'll be streaming some other days. Jericho, thank you so much for subscribing. Anarchy. But I am a little bit tired. I am a little bit worn out. I am going to be going back to California very soon to get some stuff done. But it's all really good and I'm super excited. Very quick in news that are not related to the podcast. That are not related to WeebCon. I got in touch with the podcast producer. So he sounds great. He feels, saying he feels wonderful sounds weird, but everything kind of connects. And so far, really good vibes. And Teak also really liked my interview with them. So Teak is like, I love him. Let's give him, you know, we're starting off very slow in the sense of like they're going to get a 3-month trial period, but I think they're going to ace it. So the podcast will be available on Spotify, on YouTube, on all the stuff, on Apple, iTunes, whatever it is. So you'll get it everywhere. I'm really excited. Jun is also coming back for the editing. And you're going to be meeting, I don't know what they're going to call themselves, but their name is Fish. So producer Fish, most likely. Really excited. It's going to happen every week at minimum. Maybe if it goes really well, we might even bump it up to twice a week. We'll see. But Yeah, I'm really excited. Berrybug said she's going to clone herself and beat you up by outnumbering you. Okay, but what's scarier? 1 Matara-sized Matara or 1,000 cockroach-sized berrybugs? Would you rather fight, 100 cockroach-sized giraffes or 1 giraffe-sized cockroach, right? Come on. Clearly I'd win. Nah, I'd win. Also, real talk. Okay, before we get into the conversation, is Barry a little bit of a woman lover or not really? Genuinely, is Barry a woman lover or not really? Because I think if Barry's a woman lover, she's gonna melt. Not to brag, but my steak is very juicy and my lobster is very buttery. So I think she'd melt. I think she'd melt, and I think everybody talks this big game, and then they're like, Miss Matawa, wow, Miss Matawa, it's so good to, well, Miss Matawa. So I think she'd probably she'll talk a big game, and then when it comes time to square up, as the children say, when it's time to show up roach to roach, face to face, fight womano a womano, I think she's gonna fold. Vivi, thank you for the gifted. I think she's gonna fold. I think they always fold when it's Lord Leon, thank you so much for that 30 months. Thank you for the tier 3. And Finari, it was so good to hang with you. We finally got to have some more girl time. We got to have some bug on bug time. It was some good stuff. It was some good times. So, are you all ready for the story time? Are you all ready for big story time? I have so many details. I have some photos for you. I'm waiting and not spoiling. I mean, you can also do your own story time. I'm usually very mindful to not talk about other people because I don't know what they would want to say. But Finari, I think, witnessed my extroversion at its finest. I will do a little bit of a spoiler for the last night. A bunch of us went to eat, and then I invited the waiter to come and drink with us later. And then when we got to the bar, again, I am I'm the gayest straight woman I know. There was this beautiful woman, and I just walked in. I'm like, I'm sorry, you're way too beautiful to be paying for your drinks. And I just started buying her all her drinks. And then she came to sit with us, and I was like, wait, I'm such an extrovert. I just randomly collected these people. So she definitely got to witness my extroversion, where I'm telling you, every time this lady got up and somebody took her seat, I was like, guys, please, no, you can't sit here. The beautiful woman is sitting there. And again, respectfully, if she does ever watch this stream, you're so sweet. But she was like, wow, her makeup, she looked like a doll. She had a lot of junk in the trunk and all the beautiful way. I don't know how to talk about her respectfully, but she was, wow. If I looked like that, I'd take over the world. She had all the curves in all the right places. Again, I'm very, very straight, but not gonna lie, your stamina at the meet and greet was absurd. When I saw how many people you talked to, and by the end you were still going. By the way, I did that meet and greet in heels. I'm just saying, I did that in heels. Glorp, thank you so much for the 18 months. So Finari actually got to witness, because Finari was at dinner with us. And we were like, oh, well, let's invite the waiter to come drink with us. And then literally we picked up another lady, and every time I would talk to people at the bar, I was like, let me buy you drinks. What are you guys drinking? Let's do shots. Okay. So Finari did witness my most extroverted moment. She really did witness Matara at the end of her work schedule of what is she gonna do, So, are you ready? Yeah, Dark. I think we have a collab set for this week with Amelie as well. But I might have to actually hold on. Let me actually double check this. I had an empty cup for a cheers and Mata chased me back to the bar. I am so sorry. I do this thing now where I don't drink during cons. I only start drinking at the end of the con. So then I have one night to, one shot, one opportunity to make up for all the drinking that I couldn't do. think, dude, it was so good to talk to you. Your cosplay was amazing. Your cosplay was great. And thank you for drinking for me. Okay. Very quickly. Hold on. I know we had a collab set up, but I might have to cancel on it, unfortunately. Let me see. Oh, wait. No, never mind. We're thinking Monday on the 14th. I might be able to do it. I think it's going to be Giga. Oh, Matara. That's me. Giga Matara Mouse Henya Ama. Yeah. Yeah, we literally. Wait, how did you know the exact. Wait a second. Stop. How did you know the exact lineup of this collab? Whose Discord are you in? How did you actually know the exact lineup of this collab when I haven't spoken to it at all? How did you know the exact lineup of this collab? Who are you? No, I didn't. I did not mention it because I wasn't sure if I could. People have schedules. Nuh-uh, it's for next week. It's for next week. Nuh-uh. It's for next week. That's not true. That is crazy. I'm checking all my walls. Who are you? Who are you? You always get the same. That's not true. Haruka was in the last one. And I'm not the one that organized this. Is Giga. All right. Story time. 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 Do do do. Do do do. So the story starts off many, many years ago, many moons ago, many millennia ago, in a galaxy far, far away. There was young Roach. No, I'm kidding. So very simple, very easy. I get on the plane to go to my flight. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened, but customs took a really, really long time. They never take that long. This time, huge lineup for customs. And I guess because now I realize it's the Easter. It's you know, Jesus Christ was hung on the, he was very hung. And then he unfortunately passed and then he resurrected after being very hung. He got resurrected. Yeah, so he was crucified. Yep. We are definitely starting like that. Yeah, pick up the receiver. I'll make you a believer. That's what they said. They said he was hung on the cross. They said he was hung on the cross. Come on. What? I'm ESL. I don't understand. All right. So where were we? We were talking about Mr. Christopher Jesus being hung on the cross. So he, it was Easter. So it was very, very busy. I got lucky and the sense that there was 2 seats not taken in business class. So I did a bid on my app for like these little tokens that you have on Air Canada. And I got in. They upgraded me to business class. And the whole time I was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe it. I'm going to be in business. So fancy. It was such a small plane that my business class didn't have a TV. It didn't have a TV. It didn't have anything. It like the seat itself was not very big. And I'm a tall cockroach. Kichi, we just started. We're still on Thursday. It had no TV. It had no TV. Okay? They were sitting on business. So, I get to the convention. I think I ended up getting a little bit delayed by the plane. I don't remember why. Maybe it was the snow. Maybe it was other things. I don't remember why. But as I landed, I checked in. GamerSups provided me with a really, really beautiful room. So big thank you to GamerSups for, again, getting me to WeebCon, flying me out there, taking care of me, feeding me really delicious steak, which I'm going to show you photos of. So GamerSups absolutely were incredible there, and they absolutely did just such a phenomenal job to make my stay good. Very quickly about the convention center. I wish more conventions were in that place. It's called the Gaylord. Yes, but you know what? We're all accepting here, right? We're all allies. So the Gaylord was phenomenal. First of all, it had like a little fountain in the middle, and I could hear the fountain, and it was air conditioned, and it was a huge place, and it had a ton of these like food spots, and it had shops in there. It honestly felt like a big resort, and I loved it. Don't get me wrong, the last convention I went to in Dallas was in downtown Dallas, which was also fine. It was the convention center was attached to the hotel, but the Gaylord rocked. Now, I've been to the Gaylord for it's crazy that you have to add permitted term Gaylord. So the last time I went to the Gaylord was for MagFest, and maybe because MagFest is during a cold time, but I really, really, really appreciated the Gaylord during this time of the year. Only thing, there was a little bit of kids, which is not my favorite. So there was definitely a few times where I was in the elevator and there was a child and I had to stop myself from cursing. So didn't love that. I would love to not, have to censor myself, but yeah, it is what it is. So Thursday night, I fly in really, really late, and I'm kind of in a problem. My problem is this. My friends are having a kind of like little birthday party where they invited a few VTubers and a few of my friends, and it's Thursday night. So from now on, when I come to conventions, I don't drink during the convention anymore until I'm done all my work, okay? And I'm in this problem where the party was ending at midnight, but I was landing at like 9:40 or like 10 p.m. by the time I check in and everything. So I knew, did I get drunk? Not until the last day. Not until the end, baby. Listen. If you just listen, I'll tell you everything, okay? I'll tell you everything you want to hear, but you gotta listen. So I told them, I'm like, look, I will come to the party, but I cannot take a shower and I cannot take a nap. The moment I kind of unpack my bags, it's over. It's over. I will pass out. I will fall asleep. I will be out. So I just came in my my airplane fit. Sorry. I arrived at the party in my absolute airplane fit. I had on a little gamer shirt with some little sweatpants, nothing too fancy, nothing too crazy. Had a nice time at the party, kind of like, hugged everybody, did my round, and then suddenly ended the party. So night one, uneventful, go to bed. Night one, kind of uneventful, go to bed around, I don't know, maybe like 1 a.m. or something, maybe 12:30. And yeah, that's it. Basically, I had seen a few of my VTuber friends. I had given them gifts, and then I had to go to bed because next day I had a very cute, very beautiful date with, I will post this photo though very quickly, y'all. So I was coming to this party because I had some unopened packs of V-Card from the last set. So I actually did bring my V-Cards to the party. I didn't bring any alcohol. I did bring gifts, but I also brought V-Cards. So if you're ever going to be wondering what I'm doing to a party, I'm showing up with packs of cards. I'm coming in for the games. I'm coming in with the MTG deck. I'm doing that stuff, all right? Javon, thank you for the 8 months. And Fugles, thank you for the 30 months. Thank you, my loves. Thank you, Matwa. So, Friday morning, before the convention starts, I think I had a meet and greet around 4 or 4:30, and my sweet, beautiful, delicious Amelie was there. So, of course, I went on a date with her. Now, funny story about my date with Amelie, okay? So we ended up going to this little brunch place not far from the con. We ended up Ubering there, and we sit down and we start yapping, right? Yeah, Glorp, it does. We start yapping, and then at one point she goes, Matara, wait. And then she points behind us. Behind us is 5 people in Bao Haoris. They're all wearing Bao Haoris while we're out there, and we're like, oh my God. So then we both shut up. Luckily for us, they didn't stay long, and I am so sorry to the Bao Haori people. I'm sure you were so cool and so cute, and you probably didn't even care that it was us. But we were we weren't gossiping about anything bad, but we were like sharing stories and we were like, doing that kind of stuff. And thank God she noticed. I will say I had loaded grits, which were really, really good. It was basically grits with like tomato, bacon bits, and something else, and it was really, really good. And then Alma also had the biscuit and gravy, and I had some of hers, and it was really good. Ooh, that sounds fun, Pori. Hell yeah. So I have a beautiful, beautiful brunch with my beautiful Amelie. It goes so well. We yap, we talk, we hug. She's so pretty. She's so lovely. She also had on, listen, Amelie, I will say this out loud because you did. She had on a pearl necklace, which I know based off of her content about pearl necklaces. I didn't make the joke to her, but I am letting you know she had on a pearl necklace. And she had a little bit of a boob window on her dress to the point where she was like, Batara, is this a little too booby for my meet and greet? And I'm like, well, yes, but no. Like, yeah, it's booby, but also I like it. So those of you who got to meet her on Friday in that beautiful green dress, you got a little bit of a peek into her amamas, She let them breathe a little bit. And I told her that she is beautiful and they were beautiful. And yes, it's a little bit there, but also, I like it when she breasts boobily. So she boobed breastily and it made me very, very happy. So congrats to you all who came to her meet and greet on Friday. Ami is not that tiny. She's like regular sized. She's slim and beautiful, but she is like not VTuber size. I think she's like 5'5", which compared to many other VTubers, she's gigantic. Okay. So after that, I met up. So I hired an extra security. It's actually a friend of Oscar's that does security. I hired an extra security because even though GamerSupps provides me with security, I always want to be safe just in case. You never know with this kind of stuff. I think the world is getting a little scarier. So I did hire my own security. So I met up with my security and we went on over to the GamerSupps booth. Now, this is where the fun begins. So at the GamerSupps booth, Junie was doing her meet and greet. So I got to say hi to Junie very quickly and I got to give her a big hug, lots of love. And then GamerSupps told me that, hey, actually, nobody's doing the meet and greet after me. That even though I could start, at 4:30, I started a bit later because I wanted to give Junie time to finish up. They were like, nobody's going behind you. So instead of having an hour and a half meet and greet, I went for 3.5 hours, nonstop. I do have to say this. It was so... Oh, wait. Before my meet and greet, sorry, super quickly. Sorry, I'm jumping the gun. Before my meet and greet, I go up to the Oshi Lounge, right? Because I want to congratulate my good friend, the Brickster, on his booth. Now, a little problem with my good friend, the Brickster, I didn't see him all convention. He's been a busy man. He did not come to any of the dinners. He did not come for any of the stuff. So I find the time where I'm like, okay, it's before my meet and greet. Let me go up. I want to see Bricky's booth. I want to go see that lounge. I show up to the booth. And I am told, actually, he had like a 45-minute break. And he went to bed. He went to nap or whatever, right? Or maybe he was on a call. I don't know. But I'm like, wait a second. Are you telling me that the one time I have time to come see the Brickster, I want to congratulate him on his freaking booth? Nothing. He just left. He just wasn't there. So I told his staff, I took some photos, I congratulated them on the booth. I don't know if you guys got to see it, but he had like a long table with lot of merch, lot of stuff. This was before he was killed by Giga. He was still alive and kicking, right? So I took a look at some of the stuff. I took a look at the Novel Horizons booth. I took a look at everything. It was awesome. But then it was time to go start my meet and greet. So at my meet and greet, very quickly, Gamer Subs did this really awesome thing where they actually provided posters to sell. It was cash only. It was 20 bucks cash. I found out a few days before that, loved it. They took care of it again. And I made sure, okay, so hear me out. I told Oscar to tell everybody in line, just a reminder, you don't have to buy a poster to meet Matara. It is a free meet and greet. You do not have to buy a poster to meet Matara. You do not have to, okay? And so people would show up with 2 posters. And they're like, well, you know what? Oscar said I didn't have to buy a poster, so I bought 2. The amount of people who did not listen to Oscar, the amount of you, even though I was like, hey, Oscar, please make sure to let everybody in line know, yes, there's posters. No, they don't need to buy posters. Yes, I will meet people anyway. Yes, I'll sign their badge. Yes, I'll sign their cup. Didn't matter. So I have to say thank you to my beautiful Momos. You're so cute. You're so sweet. I'm a little bit proud of you for being such rule breakers, but also I'm a little bit like, how could you be such little rule breakers? How could you be such little rule breakers, you know? I guess it's like Mata, like Momo, you know? You are made in the image of me, so that meet and greet went great. I will say though, I was very sweaty during it. I think the best weather was on Sunday because on Friday it was so humid. Oh my God. It was so humid on Friday. I felt like I would be talking to people and I would sweat. I would sweat. Like I would just feel like sweaty in my mask, and I would see people come up to me and they would be sweaty as well. But it was good because we got to what's the word? Like, you know when you're really sweaty and somebody else is really sweaty and you're like, oh, we're both so sweaty. You just relate. It wasn't even that hot. Okay, buddy. That's what everybody told me. They told me, Matara, it's not even that hot. What do you mean? And I'm like, no. You don't understand. I'm a woman of the Canadian cold. I'm a woman of the cold, all right? This is crazy to me. Some of you were wearing jackets for your cosplay. Some of you were wearing armor for your cosplay. And that was crazy to me. I cannot believe you. So big shout out to you that were wearing that. Big shout out to you who were like, good for you. So I will say this. I wasn't okay. Usually a 3-hour meet and greet or a 3.5-hour meet and greet isn't that bad. I could go, I could keep going. But I think because of how hot it was and I was wearing a face mask, after the 3.5-hour mark, I was tired. Like I actually had to go to my hotel room for a second just to just decompose for a second, decompress for a second. And usually 3.5 hours of yapping is fine. But I really think because of the heat, I needed a moment. So I was tired. But then, and this is where some of my next photos, actually I have a photo to show you. So this photo, I have not shown yet on stream or online. So you're going to get a first look at Matara Khan meets Giga colorized. Matara Khan meets Giga colorized. The woman whose body I live inside meeting the Giga. I haven't posted this photo yet, so I'll be posting it probably in a day or two. So you get the first look, you get the first dibs. I know Giga's actually really tall. I'm wearing slight heels and she's like pretty tall there. She didn't beat me up. Unlike Bricky, she didn't beat me up. She absolutely didn't beat me up. She loves me very much. We had a big hug. We had a big everything. So, yeah. She I think it's fine for the face since I'm wearing a face mask. And I already posted with the face mask online, so it's already on there. But this one I'll be posting later. So please don't cross post it because I'm about to post it. But yeah, we were holding hands in public. We were holding hands in public, my sweet, beautiful Giga and I. So after that, I went on over to a Gamer Subs dinner, which was very, very nice of Gamer Subs. They have always been treating me so good. And everybody got the filet mignon, but I got the 14 ounce because I was hungry. Delicious food, great company. Gamer Subs freaking had drinks made off from people's Gamer Subs flavor. So Amelie had a drink with her flavor. Wubby had a drink with his flavor. I think Tricky and Vienna had a drink with their flavor, but I wasn't drinking. So unfortunately, all I was drinking was a Red Bull and a Diet Coke and a sparkling water. I had all the bubbles. But no, Gamer Subs took us out. So Gamer Subs did a little dinner for a bunch of us. And it was really, really good. It was just a 14-ounce ribeye. New York strip. It was really, really good. It was delicious. I know typically you'd be like, why don't you take the filet mignon? But I was so hungry. I was ravenous even. That I thought, you know what? I just need a really big piece of meat. And it was delicious. It was so good. Gamer Subs always treats us so freaking nice. They always spoil us. And they really, like I said, they took great care of me. So after this, Alex, if you're still here, I'm gonna throw you under the bus. My good friend Alex was like, Matara, a bunch of us are going to karaoke. You're coming. So I'm like, of course I'm gonna come to karaoke. I'd love to sing my guts out. It wasn't a karaoke. It was someone's hotel room where they were singing karaoke, which was fine. It was fun. But again, remember, I'm not drinking. And I am now in a hotel room at midnight with a bunch of people very drunk and singing. And I'm like, wow, I'm pretty sober for this. Pretty sober in the sense that I haven't had a drink. And also I was meeting my security at 10:30 in the lobby. So I was like, all right, I have to be meeting my security in the lobby. I'm wearing heels all day. I legit had worn my heels at that point from like 11 in the morning to 11 at night, 12 hours in heels. So I'm like, all right, I gotta go back to bed. I gotta go sleep. I gotta go back to bed. It was great and I'm happy we did it. I'm happy we showed up. I'm happy we had a good time. They did end up getting noise complaints. So the karaoke room did end up getting noise complaints. And yes, by the way, Spiders, I am aware that there were karaoke rooms, which is what I thought we were going to. I thought we were going to these karaoke rooms. But it ended up being someone's hotel room. So I thought, okay. You know, in a hotel room with a bunch of drunk people and streamers and people that I don't know. Was that steak medium rare? It was! I think they cooked it slightly more on the medium side, but it was medium rare. So it was really, really fun and really, really good. I had a great time. I had a really, really good time. So Saturday morning rolls around, and this is where the fun stuff happens. Okay, so Saturday morning rolls around, and I wake up. I'm very tired and groggy, and I'm like, wow. I think me having been, you sang karaoke with my friend at that party. Dude was over the moon excited. That makes me happy. I was gonna, my friends left right before my song, and I was like, listen, I'm gonna sing me one Nickelback, and then I'm gonna go. But that's also when I realized I wasn't hitting any of the notes because I was so tired. Like, it's hard to explain, but wearing heels for 12 hours while it's hot outside and you're sweating and you're doing back-to-back meet and greet, I was exhausted. I wasn't hitting any of the notes. I was sober, not hitting any of the notes. So I thought, all right, I'm gonna get out of here. So Saturday morning rolls around, and I meet my security in the lobby, and I'm like, hey, I want to shop today. Today, before my meet and greet, is my shopping time. So I thought, hey, I'm going to have time to shop, and then maybe an hour before my meet and greet, I'm going to tweet out that the meet and greet is there so people maybe could start lining up I thought you guys were going to start lining up 15 minutes before. So at one point, I did kind of like a little bit of a turnaround around the con with my security. And then I realized when I came back to the Gamer Subs booth to put my stuff that you guys started lining up an hour before. You guys started lining up an hour before on on Saturday. So I came up to Gamer Subs and I said, hey, I know I'm supposed to start in like 45 minutes, but can I start now? Can I start now? I'm going to tweet now. I'm going to start now because then I can hopefully get to meet a few more people. And that day, unfortunately, I had an earlier cutoff because Tricky and Vienna were coming to do the meet and greet after me. So I thought I already have a cutoff. Let me meet everybody. Let me go and let me meet everybody. So on that beautiful Saturday, I got to do so many meet and greets. This time I was really smart though. I wore my heels to the con, but during the meet and greet, sorry, I'm really tired. During the meet and greet, I actually switched my heels to the meet and greet. I switched my heels to flats. So this time I was doing the meet and greet in flats. I was so much more comfy. I was so much more cozy. God bless. It was absolutely what it was supposed to be. I'm so happy I did that because, oh my God, I would have died otherwise. I honestly, genuinely feel like I would have died if I hadn't switched. So I'm really happy. I was lovely to see you. I just had to come back Saturday to buy a poster. I was explicitly told not to. I know. You were explicitly told not to buy a poster, and yet you came back on the next day and broke the rules. You are the best. Thank you for breaking the rules. I too am a little bit of a rule breaker. Mata, I was so happy seeing you Saturday. Thanks for citing my standee, and I chuckled when you grabbed my Zentria keychains and said, my wife! It's my wife! I love my wife! I love my stinky toaster wife. God, she's so beautiful in her big kaiju form. Jerwill, thank you for the 15 months. She is so beautiful. My sexy, beautiful wife, Zentria. We are getting close to the Min story, by the way, so I'm ready. My sexy, beautiful wife, Zentria. I love her so much. Of course, Ethan. I'd love that. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, so Saturday, I had the lovely cosplayer, Ivy Divine. So I just realized I did not tag her on my Instagram or my Twitter. So I will be tagging her on my Instagram and my Twitter when I'm going to tag her properly. And just now, I want to make sure I give her, again, some shout outs. I didn't tag her and I really apologize. I was just so excited to share the photo that I'll be honest, I was really happy to share the photos that I didn't give credit to the cosplayer who made them. And I feel, like I said, I feel awful and I'm so sorry. I was just tired coming from a meet and greet. But I will be tagging her on both Instagram and Twitter. And again, I'm so sorry. It was not on purpose. Hold on, let me find her Twitter. I think I might be baby moded because I know she's sometimes. Oh, there we go. I found her. So, if you hadn't already seen her, she's definitely done a few cosplays of VShojo talent before. She does a lot of VTuber cosplays, and she did these lovely bug arms that I got to wear. So Dasvi, thank you for looking her up. And again, I will absolutely tag her properly and all that fun stuff. She is lovely. She is so sweet. She looked so great. She looked so great. Now, for my crowning moment, I know we have an older audience, and I say older, you're all like 30 and plus, which isn't even older, but it's old compared to internet people. Who here has heard of the Victoria's Secret fashion show? If you have ever seen the Victoria's Secret fashion show, I think I can probably show some of these clips. Maybe not, because it's basically really beautiful women in bras, and whenever they put their wings, it's like, all right, Adriana, wings on, Adriana, walk left, wings on, Adriana Lima, Victoria's Secret. This was a really big thing, I think, in like the early 2000s. It's definitely like fallen out of popularity a little bit, but then it's like coming back into popularity. So I love Adriana Lima. So maybe let's like react to this a little bit, you know, maybe. Let me take off my coat. I want to look very nice and cute for Miss Lima. Okay. I wanted to look nice and proper for Miss Lima. All right. I don't know if I'm even allowed to be showing this. So let me like show a kind of demure part of it, maybe. All right. This is kind of demure. So this is basically what it used to look like, where it would be like this whole show, right? And they would see, they're like, all right, she's standing by, ushers on stage. And then she's walking. I only hear it in one side. This is like a very covered up outfit of hers. But then sometimes they'll have wings on. And for the longest time, these like Victoria's Secret angel wings are a really big source of pride, because it's one of those things where like not every angel gets wings. A lot of like the older angels get wings because they've been around for a long time and they're like big supermodels. So as you can see, a lot of them now don't have wings, and then she's going to come up and they're like, ooh, her wings. Oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. I know, I'm the gayest straight woman. She's so beautiful. Is that the Killers? So now you'll see she'll have like her wings up, and these are some of the wings. So a lot of times when they would like walk in these wings, sorry, I'm pausing it. They are women in underwear, so I want to be mindful. A lot of times they talk about like these wings are actually kind of heavy, right? A lot of times they have these very, very heavy wings, and you can even tell, oh, sorry, it's kind of loud. You can even tell when they're walking that it's heavy. Like it is, they don't look heavy, but they do kind of weigh on you. And some wings are bigger than others. Oh, wait. I'm trying to remember if it was Giselle or who it was that like opened her wings. Victoria's Secret dramatic wings. I remember sometimes they would like crank open their wings and you would like see them fall, and you would actually see like they kind of had to readjust their posture because the wings were so heavy. You're welcome. I'm teaching you all the good stuff. You're learning. So this was a really big thing in the early 2000s. Really, really big thing in the early 2000s. Let me just see if I can find. Alexandra Ambrosia wore one of the heaviest wings in history that weighed around 60 pounds while being 4 months pregnant. So this doesn't look like it's 60 pounds, but it is 60 pounds, right? And some of these were definitely like 20, 30, etc. She's 4 months pregnant. Yeah. Victoria's Secret impressive wings. So yeah, they're like showing like how big some of these wings are. These are big. Oh, see? Oh, it was Heidi Klum. Heidi Klum snowflake wings. I swear this story is going places. I'm not just showing you sexy women. I swear this story is going somewhere. Oh, I can't find just the snowflake wings. It's the same video. But I just want y'all to notice very quickly here in this video. Like when the snowflake wings happen, I think it's going to be like next one. See here, like she actually like opened them up. So, hey. So this whole thing to say, I had my very own Victoria's Secret moment. Wearing these wings, Ivy told me she thinks they're about 25 to 30 pounds. Honestly, an angel got her claws today. I definitely felt very like Victoria's Secret moment in my heels, wearing my wings, like the way you are walking in them. I kind of had to like move around people and hold them. And again, I kind of changed my posture with how I was walking. Thank God I wore heels. Thank God I wore heels right before, because Ivy is around the same height, maybe a little bit shorter than my flesh woman, but definitely like they would sometimes touch the floor even with my heels. So I felt so bonita. I felt so, but it was kind of like a backpack. So here you can see it's kind of like a backpack and the claws come out of the backpack. So I basically wore a little like backpack on my back. What do you mean? What are they attached to? They're attached to my back. They're attached to my back. Tasha, it was so lovely meeting you. I didn't talk about you too much because I typically like don't talk about people that I haven't like had the chance to talk with more and like kind of know your boundaries and stuff like that. But it was so lovely meeting you at dinner. You and Susu are so beautiful, so smart, so lovely. I definitely want to yap with y'all more. And next time, you know, we're in a place together, I want to yap with you more. It was such a pleasure meeting you both. I guess now I can say it. Susu posted a really hot picture of her eating steak. I was in front of her. I watched her take that photo. I had to dip out of the line on Friday. Oh, Denko, it was so good remembering you guys. Thank you for coming to my meet and greet in Anime Impulse as well. I really appreciate that. Thank you for coming to my meet and greet there. I'm so grateful you guys came back. Thank you. So yes, I got to meet two really lovely ladies, Susu and Tasha, at the Gamer Subs dinner the night before. I got to sit with them and yap, and they were really lovely. They were really lovely. Like I said, I do kind of try to like keep a lot of my personal conversations with people out of story time because it's personal. We all do our stuff, you know, until I get to know them better and I kind of know what's okay to say, what's not okay to say. I wouldn't want to say anything that, but let me show you very quickly. Susu is so beautiful. Tasha as well. And Susu was sitting right in front of me when this picture was taken. So for your information, this could be my, no, it's her food reflection. I'm sitting like right here. So I got to stare at beautiful Susu and beautiful Tasha all dinner long. I got to stare at beautiful Susu and beautiful Tasha all dinner long. You should be so happy for me. They're so beautiful and so so happy for you. It was great. It was the best time ever. I got prime view, you know? Prime view, two beautiful women, two smart, beautiful women, two nerdy, smart, beautiful women, by the way. As I said before, I'm straight, but I'm like very gay in my straightness. Yeah, she got a filet mignon. I got the prime rib. So yeah, I'm not gay. I just really love beautiful women. I just really love beautiful women. Sam, hello. Yeah. Sam today, by the way, there's more to my gay women story later in my story time where Sam was like, "Oh, yes, Matara, my straight boss." But yes, I got to sit in front of Tasha and Susu, and they are so beautiful and so smart and so nerdy. And it was lovely. It was lovely. I got to hear about Warframe. I got to hear about a bunch of cool stuff. So I absolutely recommend it. I recommend it to anybody if you're ever lucky enough to be eating with Tasha and Susu. They are so sweet, so cute, so wonderful. Yeah, don't be jealous. I'm sorry. I'm just telling you. I'm just letting you know how it was. Don't be envious, my sweet angels. Don't be envious. Don't be envious. Don't be envious. All right. So as I said, this whole Victoria's Secret, Susu talked about Warhammer. She did. Tasha talked about Warframe. So I had my Victoria's Secret Matara claws moment where I was in my claws. Angel got her wings, doing the new metal. What is it like? Doing the new metal booby grab pose. Lime, I love you so much. Thank you for the raid. Lime, lime, lime. Hi, everybody. I'm talking about my time at WeebCon. You're actually just in time for the Mint story. Mint is telling stories about me that I'm gonna tell you the real story, because Mint with her introverted self is definitely understanding the story from a different way. So everybody coming in from Limes' stream, hello, I am Matara Khan of Independent and Resilient. And I was just showing the momos all about Victoria's Secret fashion show very quickly for all the little ferrets. Have you heard of something called the Victoria's Secret fashion show? Press 1. If you have not heard of the Victoria's Secret fashion show, press 2. Basically, it was this big thing in the 2000s where it was beautiful women like Karolina Kurkova, Adriana Lima, Giselle Bundchen, Bella Gigi Hadid, Kendall Jenner, Naomi Campbell, Tara, America's Next Top Model one. They wore beautiful lingerie and dressed in beautiful angel wings. And Tyra Banks, there we go. I said Tara. And I got to have my very own personal bug moment. As I said before, I did not tag Ivy Divine. I feel awful. I'm going to tag her on both Instagram and Twitter after this. I showed you guys her account. Please go check her out. But I definitely had the best time ever. So I got to model these wings, these claw wings. I got to have a good time with them. Great claws, great wings, great time. Absolutely looking like the bug that I am. I do wish we could have taken these photos on like Thursday night or Friday night, because you probably can't tell, but for me, I can tell I look tired. I know you're not going to see it, but I can't even open my eyes fully. I think part of it also is because I'm so happy, but this is the woman whose body I inhabit. So I live inside a human woman, and this is the human woman that I live inside. So they were about 25 pounds, maybe 30. And it was great. I definitely want to do more. I would love to have a con where I actually took pictures with these with you guys. Maybe one time, instead of having like a meet and greet with signatures, it might be like a quick photo op. And instead we're going to be actually taking photos. Wait, that was you, Avag. Bye. Hi, Ladronas. Now you know. Now you know I was on the prowl. I was looking ravenous, hungry. I was on the prowl. Yeah, I think some Atara checkies with these beautiful, beautiful roach claws would be amazing. So we're going to make it happen. We're going to make it happen. We're going to get there. But I definitely had like my very big sexy bug moment, and I'm so freaking happy. I'm so freaking happy. It was everything I wanted and more. Ivy Divine, thank you for making it happen. Really excited to see what else we can do in the future. And yeah, I think so. She 3D printed them, she sanded them, she painted them. She got like an engineer to like make them so that they don't break. Momo keychain for scale. Oh yeah, the Momo keychain is for scale. So my human woman is about 5'9", and the heels were about 4 inches or 3 inch. I think they're 3-inch heels. So, probably. So my human woman also, like right now in this photo, like it's not a photo where I'm like standing straight. So I'm not exactly like. So I look a little bit shorter, but I am wearing like, I think 3 or 4 inch heels. It's just that I'm kind of like curving my body because I'm doing a little pose, you know? But yeah, so in this photo, Matara Khan's host is about 6 feet tall in this photo with the heels. I think the heels are closer to 4, so. But again, if she was walking straight or all that, shorter, you look tall. I feel like I look a little bit shorter than 6 feet, though. I don't look like I'm 6 feet here. Maybe because of maybe because the claws are so big and because I'm like leaning in. Did you wear heels all day? I wore heels all day on Friday. On Sunday, I was lazy. On Sunday, I changed my heels into flats, and that was it. After these photos, I was back into flats. WeebCon stories, Oscar. You're just about to get me on the Mint story. Okay, so I don't know what I should start. I think what I'm going to start is this. So after this, I was meeting up with Steiner to go and have a little business lunch because, as you all know, I've been friends with Mint for a long time. Steiner just started working with Mint. I wanted to kind of talk to Steiner a little bit away from everybody. I hadn't had any sushi in Texas yet, so I was meeting up with Steiner. We were going to go for food. Now, before I get to the next part of my story, what would you do if you went out and then you talked with your friends and you had good time and then you wake up to these messages from your girlfriend? How in trouble are you if at 3 a.m. your stinky little tiny girlfriend, your beautiful stinky tiny girlfriend that you love and miss very much and that you love and miss just tweets out, "What is wrong with you?" Now, my sweet, innocent, beautiful, delicious Mint, I just need you to know that sometimes when you tweet things out like that in the middle of the night, people might think something really bad happened. So please be mindful, my sweet love. Before this, I need to see how she reacted, okay? Because some of the momos told me and sent me a video that she actually reacted to it. So I want to watch how she described the story. And then I am going to tell you the story, how it happened. At 3 a.m., because I think that's when, again, I have the corroborating messages. I think that's when Steiner told her what happened. But very quickly, Momos, I'm going to give you a little TLDR. We couldn't get an Uber. I'll give you the full story. We couldn't get an Uber. So I saw somebody get out of a car and I asked them if they would drive me and Steiner to lunch for $60. I said for 40 and then I gave them 60. So that is the story. That is my short form of the story. I'm going to give you the long form of the story, okay? But first of all, I woke up at like 8 a.m. the next time. And this was the tweet. And I just need you all to know that this is how people get like, no, Oscar, you were working. Because it was literally like right after my claw photo shoot. It was like 2 p.m. on Saturday. So very quickly, very, very quickly, I need to know what Mint said on stream because I am very, very curious. I just imagine the next day, people on YouTube being like, what could have Matara Khan done? We know Matara Khan had a big year and likes to drink alcohol. What could she have done? What could Matara Khan have done to get such rage from Mint Phantom at 3:21 in the morning? You also have to remember who was here for the grandpa story at Anime Expo, where according to Mint, it was so cringe that I was like letting this guy, this like old man flirt with me, but I ate it up. I loved it. That's completely different. The thing is, Mint gets very like shy about everything I do. Basically, every time I talk to strangers, it was 2 years ago, Drago. Every time I talk to strangers, Mint is always freaked out. Mint is always freaked out that like, this grandpa was flirting with me and I gave it back to him. And I didn't care. I was like, all right, grandpa, let's play. Okay, so very quickly, let me see. I know somebody tagged Mint. Let me see this story time, okay? I know I saw it in the comments. Where was it? Oh, there it is. Okay.
How many marriage books?
Okay. Mint loses it at the thought of her manager and Matara going on a date. Okay. Very quickly, I just have to say, it was a business lunch. Okay, everybody? It was a business lunch. Out of every bit that I could ever do to Mint, I wouldn't go that far. Like, all seriousness, it is a business thing. So, like, it was a business lunch. It was a business lunch. I went with her manager because we wanted to talk. We wanted to yap. Let's see. All right, 3 minutes. I'm ready for this. Who's ready? I think Mint was just jealous, honestly, that she couldn't be going to lunch. I think Mint was just jealous that she couldn't go to lunch with me. I think she just misses me. I think she misses me. Am I a mom? I'm a mommy. I'm a mamacita. No, biologically, I have not birthed anything because even the momos, when they are born, so the way the momos are born is I put eggs inside a willing human host, and then those eggs will eventually crack inside of the human host and break free and break their ribs. So technically, I might have a lot of momo children, but I am not a biological. I'm a biological parent to those children, but yeah. All right, everybody, let's see.
Which proposals did you get this time? None. Nobody loves me.
I love you,
Try
Doki.
and steal the spotlight.
Is that
Not
what she
this
meant?
time. He was there though, unfortunately.
Hold on. Let me get rid of my big antennae. Let me get rid of my big antennae. I wanna undress. I want to listen to Mint when I'm undressing.
Unfortunately, Matara would not stop sending me photos of Steiner.
Okay, I will clarify this. I sent her a photo of Steiner when we were at sushi because I wanted to be like, I'm having sushi with Steiner. And then I sent her another photo of Steiner, I think on the last night, because he wore Fenari's hat and it was very silly because he wore a suit and this like really funny, cool hat. So I was like, all right, this is really funny.
And I'm like, please stop ruining my day.
Can you guys hear her loud enough?
Guy is up to.
Can you guys hear her complain loud enough?
In person, the flesh, crazy. I think I need to stop talking about him, or else people will keep sending me stuff about him.
She's a little quiet. Oh my God, the Mega Bonk music. Let me turn her up a bit. She has a very light voice compared to me. Rudovu, thank you for the prime. Let me know if this is loud enough.
Tell her to get her own manager. So true. Oh, he told me a story though. Hold on, let me get this. Let me pull this up. He said, our Uber to the restaurant took too long due to crap. No.
Okay, you guys are hearing this, right? Wait, louder or are you guys hearing this? Mint, talk louder.
Due to traffic congestion. So Matara eyed up a cosplayer getting out of a car, walked over and was like, did you ride here with friends or family or was that an Uber? And the poor girl was like, that was my brother. To which Mata followed up with, okay, you're gonna take me to the car and roll down.
Whoa. I was so much friendlier than that. I will say my part of the story after this, but I was so much nicer than that. I wasn't like, get me in this car. No. I was polite. I was cute. I was kind. Relax.
Uber. And the poor girl was like, that was my brother. To which Mata followed up with, okay, you're gonna take me to the car and roll down the window.
I opened the car door. I beat up her brother. I steal the car.
Then I'm gonna offer your brother $60 to drive me and my friend here to a restaurant, okay? And then we kind of hijacked this bridge.
That's not how it happened. There's no Grand Theft Mata. That's not how it happened. There's no Grand Theft Automata. It was not Grand Theft Mata. I was so much more polite than this. I need to explain this story. Okay. I really do think this story is getting a little bit. I will tell you the full story from start to finish, okay? But I did not allegedly punch that guy in the face and commandeer his car and said, drive, Steiner, drive, and then threw $60 on him on the floor, okay? I did not beat up an innocent young man at the convention, okay? I'm just promising. I know some people might say Matara. It sounds like Grand Theft Auto or Grand Theft Matara. I promise you. What I did, I actually didn't give him the money. Yeah, I did not. Your Honor, I did not punch that man in the throat.
Super's car.
Wait.
We kind of hijacked this random Super's car.
Okay. I can explain. I can explain. I can explain. It is, they are making me seem like the biggest Karen, like Stacy in the world. I promise you, I did it so much more gently and everybody involved had a good time and I did not make them say it while pointing a gun at them, okay? Because Texas is gun state, gun city, gun state. I don't know. I promise you, nobody cried. I promise you everything was legal and good. Everybody was consenting adults. I promise I did not poke my claw into that man's throat and said, take me to the fucking restaurant or I'm going to cut you. I'm going to cut you right here, right now.
And so I tweeted at Matara Khan, what the hell is wrong with you?
Okay. She tweeted that, in my defense, everybody, she tweeted that at 3 a.m. I maybe one day might have to have like a little giggly conversation with her of like, hey, bestie, I love you so much. Please next time make sure to include I am joking, by the way, because I just know some people were like ready. They're like, oh, Matara, what did she do now? Yeah, I always knew that bug was up to no good. I always knew that bug was going to beat up a random man, force him to drive her and Steiner to the restaurant, give him $60. I already know.
Because it's the most
She's built so different. What do you guys mean?
insane extrovert energy I think I've ever heard of ever in the world. Pure confidence. It's kind of insane. It's actually not even kinda. It's just insane. I'd throw up. I know. It's kind of wild. We were joking about Steiner and Matara going on a date.
Oh. Okay. My reaction was not the same as Mit's, but just in case, everybody, it was a business lunch. I love when you joke about a million things, but just in case, let's not joke about that. Because that is my friend's manager. That reaction though, Mint, what the hell? Damn, Mint.
I got actual shivers.
The worst she can say is no, apparently.
No,
Mint,
yeah,
please.
it was like they had some stuff that they actually needed to discuss.
Yes, we did.
But
you know, maybe in the future there might be some collabs with me and Mint that involve some fun stuff. Maybe allegedly winky winky face. I don't want to spoil anything, but maybe Mint and I might be doing some things in the near future together. And while I was already there and her manager was there, you know, it might be Grand Theft Auto. We might be stealing a car and beating people up. Okay. So again, I wanted to talk to Steiner about this kind of stuff. We were yapping. We had sushi. It was great. But maybe allegedly in the future, we will be doing some stuff with Mint. So.
yeah, I'm gonna throw up for real.
Mama, throw up.
That's like mom and dad kissing, you know, and you're like,
there will be no kissing of my friends' managers, okay? I love you, Mint. You're my favorite person ever. But Mint absolutely has a disdain for every single time I'm an extrovert. I don't know what it is, but every time Mint is like, oh my God, that was so awkward. Da, da, da. I'm like, no, Mint, like it is fine. Like the old man that just randomly, like, we were at a restaurant and this old man was leaving and he accidentally bumped like the lights or something. And I went, oh, like he kind of scared me. And as he was leaving, he was like, oh, so sorry I scared you. I'm like, no, it's fine. I'm sorry. I get scared easily. And then as he was leaving, he's like, I don't remember the exact story, but it was something, I'm paraphrasing based on my memory, but it was something like, oh, don't worry. Like, I'm not that scary. I don't bite. And I said, well, I might. And then he, like, something like that. And then he, like, laughed at it. And, like, it was such a funny moment of, like, this literally, like, the oldest grandpa I've ever seen being like, don't worry, I'm not that scary. I don't bite. And I'm like, well, I just might. And like, It was silly and funny, but then after me and this grandpa had this like little interaction, and I think he said, I don't remember the exact thing, but I think he said something like, I forget, but it was literally one of those, right? And as I turned around to face Mint, she looked horrified. She looked horrified that I had this like fun, flirty interaction with someone's grandpa. And I was like, Mint, he's going to go back to the retirement home and it's going to make his year. He's going to talk about us to his grandkids. I might be put on someone's inheritance. We were at a restaurant next to an Erewhon. Like, I might be in someone's inheritance. Isn't that exciting? That's great. I might be in someone's will. Which is crazy that she's so easily scandalized when she reads those books, like the Minotaur milking farm, and that's fine for her. But me, like, hitting up some grandpa, it's cute. Okay. Here's the real side of the story, okay? Here's what they didn't tell you about. All right, are you ready? Here's what they didn't tell you about this story. So, Stein, what do you mean there's more? No, there's my side. There's my side of the story, which is the real side because that's how it happened. So, please listen to my side of the story before you crucify me, okay? Before you make me hung like Jesus on the cross, okay? I should not be hung, okay? Please do not hang me. I do not want to be hung like Jesus, okay? So, story time. So, Steiner and I, we want to go eat sushi. I found a really nice place. I'm like, let's go eat there. It's my treat. I got you, please. And he's like, no, you can't treat me. And I was like, please, Steiner, just let me spend my fucking money. Like, please, let me spend my fucking money, Steiner, please. GamerStop's paid, and everybody's paying, and I'm getting gifts, and everything's... Let me pay for one thing. Let me pay. So I was like, I'm paying, or we're having a problem. I legitimately was like, don't even try to pay. We will have a problem. You gotta let me take this. I'm doing this, okay? And then as he was ordering, I'm like, you gotta order whatever you want. We're getting uni. We're getting scallop. I punched Steiner in the face exactly and said, you better order uni and scallop or else... I held Steiner at gunpoint and I said, Steiner, you better drive this fucking car to the sushi restaurant or else. No, the worst part is my extroverted story actually gets worse for this weekend. It actually somehow gets worse, genuinely. Okay, so Steiner and I are waiting to get an Uber from the Gaylord. Now, the problem is we both grab Ubers because they're taking a while. The Uber says 10 minutes, then it turns to 12, then it turns to 15. Then they cancel and they turn to another one. So we're like, okay, this is a problem. We're both starving. We don't want to talk about business because, again, we do have some projects that are kind of NDA that, like, we cannot really talk about in public. Yes, we are aware that if we're next to the con, there might be people from the con, but way less at that restaurant than there would be, like at the Gaylord. So we can't grab an Uber. We're starving. We both didn't eat breakfast. It's like 2:30 p.m. We're starving. No cars are coming. I ask about if there's taxis. No taxis are coming. So this is where I get a sinister idea. I know my stories include a lot of old men. Please forgive me. I see a little grandpa pull up in a golf cart. And I look at Steiner and I'm like, hey, what if I wish I could pay this guy to give us a lift on his golf cart? And to be clear, just to be very, very clear, let me look up how far it was from the convention to the sushi restaurant, because I do want to see how far it was. It wasn't that far, but I think it was a little too far on the golf cart, okay? So the restaurant was 3.7 miles or an 8-minute drive, okay? It was in Grapevine. So it was an 8-minute drive by car or 3.7 miles from the Gaylord. So as I say the thing about the as I tell Steiner about like, oh man, I'd give this guy money to drive us on this golf cart. But then I look up the restaurant again. I'm like, I think 4 miles. It's like 3.5. I'm like, oh, I think 4 miles is like too far for a golf cart. And Steiner made the mistake of being agreeable. So I was like, wait. So and I literally even asked him. I made sure. I was like, wait. So are you comfortable with me asking somebody to lift us for money? And I don't know if Steiner just like didn't believe me that I'd do that. Because he was like, yeah, sure, whatever you're comfortable with. And I was like, so this is again where some of you will worry. But if I saw cars with an Uber sticker, I'm not going to go into them because they're clearly already doing Uber for somebody else that they're picking up. So I see a girl in cosplay. She was cosplaying either Makima or Power from Chainsaw. I see her get up from the front seat after talking to the driver for a little bit. So I'm like, okay, she is most likely related to this person. Or like, she knows this driver. Because this is the thing about women. Most women won't like, I don't know if it's the same thing for men, but like most of the time, when you're in an Uber, you sit in the back seat. So the fact that this girl was in the front seat and she kind of like yapped with the driver before getting out, I'm like, okay, this is suspicious. So I beeline for the girl. The girl, if you're ever watching this or if your brother's watching this, she's very, very small and tiny. And so I'm like, it's the one with it's the girl with like I don't remember, honestly. I'll be honest with you. I don't remember if it's the boss or the other. It's the boss, I think, because she had like the suit, the suit shirt, whatever. She had a tie. She had a tie with the, yeah, it was, listen, I was hungry and I had one goal in mind, okay? So I come up to this girl and I'm like, hey, I'm so sorry, but did you take an Uber or did a friend lift you? Or I was like, did you get a ride with somebody you know? And the girl's like, oh, my brother actually drove me. Why? And I said, okay, hear me out. My friend and I are unable to get an Uber right now. Do you think your brother would give me a lift for $40? And she goes, I don't know. Ask him. Like, she literally was like, I don't know. She said, I don't know. I'm not the driver. You should ask him. And when she said that, I'm like, actually, then do you mind just knocking on his window very quickly before he leaves? It was $60. Wait for the story. Everybody spoiled the best story. So she knocks on the door, whatever. The brother pulls down his window. He's like, yes. And to be clear, the guy looked about 24, 25. The girl looked maybe like 21. And again, he opens the door. Is he single? I didn't ask the details. So I'm like, hey, I'm so sorry. This is going to be a crazy ask, but listen, we are going to this restaurant. I'll tell you guys the restaurant name. It was called Oishi. It was a delicious sushi restaurant. I super recommend it. So I'm like, hey, we're going to this restaurant. It's like less than 4 miles away. We are unable to get an Uber out of here. They just keep canceling because of Easter. Would you mind if you gave us a lift there and I'll give you $40? And the guy like looks at me, looks at Steiner. And again, I'm like, please, like you'd be doing us such a favor. And he go, sure. Okay, hop in. The moment we hop in, I'm like, thank you so much. I'm like, you know what? I'll give you 60. So I give the guy $60. You guys need to understand. He was so cool. We talked about video games. He used to play Overwatch. He used to play Winston. He used to play Marvel Rivals. He talked to us about like this Jump Force game or something. And he talked about Dragon Ball Z. It was 60. I ended up giving him $60 in cash. By the way, even though I said 40, the moment I sat down, I was like, listen, you're doing us a solid. You know the next funny part? At one point we're driving and the guy goes, okay, so be honest. Why do you keep getting rejected by Uber? What did you guys do? And I said, wait, stop. We're not asking you for a lift because we got rejected by Uber. No. It's because they're taking too long. We just didn't want to wait. And he was kind of like, wow, you guys got it like that, huh? And I'm like, thank you so much, blah, 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 blah. Again, super sweet guy. Honestly, I had half a mind to be like, come with us to sushi, but no. But yeah, I paid him $60 and he gave us a lift and we were so happy. And we got to the restaurant and we got to eat and we got to talk business and there was barely any people from the con and it was delicious. So is that the same story or not? And by the way, earlier this morning when I told not the story, Not they said, Matara, be really, really careful. It's so dangerous. And I said, okay, but I was with Steiner. If anything, it's that poor guy that was like intimidated. What do you mean you almost invited them? Okay, we're going to get to that part of the story later. I have a tendency to like invite people everywhere I go. So honestly, if Steiner and I weren't doing a business lunch, I would have just been like, hey, do you want to come eat sushi with us? What are you doing? Like, might as well. It's going to... I'm into side quests, okay? Was that you followed the hitchhiking rules of ass, gas, or grass? I gave more than ample gas money for a 3.5 mile lift. To be clear, the Ubers were like $13. I gave him $60. It made his day. He's happy. For legal reasons, nobody got shot. Nobody got beat up. I did not Grand Theft Matara Grand Theft Auto. No. But yes, I am aware that for a lot of people that are shy, that comes off as crazy stuff. But you need to understand, I need you guys to understand this about me. I was so fucking hungry. I was just done my meet and greet. My feet were hurting because I wore heels. I was so hungry. I just wanted to sit down, and like every time Steiner and I would start talking about work, I'd be like, Steiner, please, like, let's talk about work in private. Because like there's people they might overhear, and I was like, please, like, I just need to sit down and eat. I just need to sit down and eat. Was he a good driver? I don't know. I don't drive. I don't even know if he was a good driver. Yeah, it was really good, Elder Cat. I want to be very honest. Like, I understand that a lot of people are very intimidated by talking to strangers, and I get it. And stranger danger, maybe I should be too. I'm going to go into a little bit of a personal side story, but my flesh father got paralyzed by a guy he met at the casino. Long story short, I think in like the late 80s or the early 90s, I don't remember, but when I was a much younger roach, my flesh father was at the casino. He won a little bit of money. He gave this guy like $50 to gamble with, and then this guy said, come over to my house, we'll keep drinking. The guy was a crack cocaine addict, and he stabbed my father in the vertebrae. My father was paralyzed until he died. So realistically speaking, I should have a lot more stranger danger. But again, my father didn't know he was a crack cocaine addict when he met him, all that stuff. So he claims. I don't know. My father's been dead for a long time. But I should have a little bit more stranger danger. But again, this was right in the middle of the day. His sister had gotten out of the car. I was with Steiner. We were driving in the bright of the day for 3.5 miles. We both had our phones. I told everybody where I was going. Like, yes, I am aware stranger danger is a real thing. But at the same time, like, it was one guy in a car that looked much smaller and younger than either me or Steiner. He didn't seem inebriated because he had just driven his sister. Like, if I was on my own, I'd think twice. Actually, no, I'm lying. If I was on my own, I'd only go to a woman driver, to be completely honest with you. If I was on my own, I would have found a woman driver, but I would have probably done the same. Or I would have actually asked a friend for a lift. I would have probably genuinely, like, seen if Oscar or somebody I know could have given me a lift. I definitely think, like, the stranger danger was more so on that poor guy, you know? I'm just saying, I think some of you lack whimsy. So now that I've told you my side of the story, be honest with me. How bad is it? Be honest with me. How bad? I think just Steiner doesn't know what I'm about. So he doesn't realize that when I'm like, I'm gonna ask them, like, I meant it. I meant it. Like, I'm hungry. Yeah, it wasn't just a random guy. He dropped off his sister at the convention while she was like in cosplay with a badge. So I knew, and as soon as she said my older brother drove me, I'm like, I'm in. Steiner is a bit of a storyteller too, so he may have exaggerated. I think Steiner, and I say this with love in my heart, I think he was a little bit like amazed by my extroversion because he's not used to it. You have to remember, and I say this lovingly, VTubers, you're all incredible, but Steiner has worked with a lot of Japanese people as a translator, and he's worked with a lot of VTubers. So I think a lot of things I do, yes, they're a little bit more extroverted than the average person. But if you kind of interact with like regular people on a day-to-day basis, I think it's more fine. Again, I do think the guy was probably, genuinely, I think the guy driving was in more danger than me or Steiner. I think us being strangers, us offering him money from a con was more suspicious. But also Steiner was wearing a suit, like, you know, I don't know. Yeah, this would have been totally normal in a different day and age. You have to remember, I'm an old roach with an old soul, so I definitely am like used to this. I'm definitely like more used to this kind of stuff. But definitely, like, let's re-listen to Mint reacting to this story, because we didn't hijack the car. Like, I did not, once again, beat up the driver. I did not beat up the driver. I did not hold him at gunpoint. I did not hold Steiner at gunpoint and said, fucking drive. I did not hold Steiner at gunpoint to be like, you better say the details of the story with the nicest details or else. I promise. I promise. It was none of that was like that. None of that was like that. Again, I am aware that I might be a little bit more extroverted and like a little bit more down to clown than the average person. But if you compare me to like regular 40-year-olds, I think I'm very normal. It's just if you compare me to a bunch of 25-year-old VTubers who grew up in the era of COVID where everything is cringe and everything is weird. Oh my God, let me give you an example. I will not name these people just in case, but many, many years ago, I was out with some VTubers and I was at a restaurant and the plug charging my phone was dead, okay? Like the plug at our table was dead and it wasn't charging my phone. So I saw these two girls sitting at another table. One had these tattoos on, the other one had a beautiful dress on. And I just came out to them and said, I'm so sorry, ladies. The plug at my table is dead. Can I just plug my phone here and just let me know if you leave? They said, yes, of course, no problem. Then one of them goes, by the way, I love your purse. And I said, wait, I love your tattoos. I love your dress. You're both so beautiful. Like, have a good time. And then as they were leaving, they said, oh, by the way, we're leaving. Go grab your phone. When I had first talked to these ladies and I came back to my table with the VTubers, these two VTubers looked at me horrified. They're like, oh my God, that was so awkward. I'd never be able to do that. I can't believe you did that. And I was like, what? Have a regular conversation with strangers? Have a normal social interaction? It is so very normal. I didn't like stay around their table to make conversation. I wasn't like, wow, where'd you get your dress? Where do you get tattooed? Do you guys come here often? What are we talking about? God, Matara's voice is so sultry and arousing. You better not say these things unless you're ready to love me as a woman. Okay? So, like, to me, I have had people being so like, wow, that was so awkward. I could never. That's so embarrassing. And to me, like, I don't get embarrassed that easily. I've done a lot of embarrassing things in my life. I'm always the one shooting the shot. I always, things happen. Like, rejection is normal. You just move on. It's, it doesn't sound like I'm an extrovert. It sounds like I lack a survival instinct. All jokes aside, I want to joke with you and be like, haha, yes, but no, I knew that I was looking for a female driver, or I was looking for like again, I was looking for a female driver, but the fact that I saw a young girl get out of a car with a young looking guy, I was like, okay, this could be it. So I asked her who drove her. It was her brother. Like, not a big deal. I do agree the car story is definitely on another level. I agree. I wouldn't have done the car story if I wasn't in a rush and I wasn't hungry and I wasn't really, really tired from a convention. Okay. I will say this. But I definitely want to be very mindful and like kind of explain, even for somebody like Steiner, who is a grown, mature adult, this could come off as a more extroverted story because he's used to working with Japanese people, right? Like when I worked with Japanese people in Japanese companies, sometimes, it's a lot more shy, a lot more introverted, a lot more in between the lines. You don't really say how you feel. Everything is more hidden. Not me. I don't have time. Life is short. Anorex, thank you for the 5 gifted. All right, let's listen to this Mint describing the story.
Person, the flesh, crazy. I think I need to stop talking about him, or else people will keep sending me stuff about him. Tell her to get her own manager. So true. Oh, he told me a story though. Hold on, let me get this. Let me pull this up. He said, our Uber to the restaurant took too long due to due to traffic congestion. So Matara eyed up a cosplayer getting out of a car, walked over and was like, did you ride here with friends or family?
And again, that was after we had already established that I was going to find somebody and pay them to drive us. That was after we had already talked about that. I did not eye up a cosplayer. I just saw a young girl get out of a car in cosplay. And I'm like, whoa.
Family, or was that an Uber? And the poor girl was like, that was my brother. To which Mata
and again,
followed
she
up
wasn't like, it wasn't like that.
Okay.
She legit gave me like a little bit of that. I don't think she was a teen, but she gave me a little bit of that attitude of like, I don't know, ask him. I'm not my brother. She literally was like, I'm not the driver. I don't know. Like, she kind of like, she gave me a little bit of attitude, you know? She gave me a little bit of like, I don't know.
You're gonna take me to the car and roll down the window, then I'm gonna offer your brother $60 to drive me and my friend here to a restaurant, okay? And then we kind of hijacked this random Super's car.
I do be eyeing up women. I have some story time for you that I had one more gay moment. Gay straight moment. Yeah, I definitely felt like I needed to explain my part of the story. First of all, with the tweet. I mean, I think without context, this looks very, very bad. But then, 9 a.m., what is wrong with you? Mint's reaction to me telling her the story about us commandeering that guy's car. Again. I know that the evidence is stacked against me, but I simply ask you to listen to my side of the story because I was there. I know what I said. I know what I asked. And the guy had such a great time. I honestly think it's like the happiest story for him ever. I think it's such a great story. The guy made 60 USD cash by driving us 3.7 miles. It was a great time. It was awesome. Yes, technically we commandeered and hijacked someone's car. Yes, I can understand why it would be a little bit like embarrassing, but I'm just saying, okay? Can we talk to the victim? I mean, the driver. So I asked him like very lightly if he watches streams. He said, so, okay, this is something y'all need to understand about the youth. The youth doesn't watch live streams anymore. The youth, I don't know what it is with like young guys nowadays, but the very few young men I've talked to, they don't watch streams. They don't play video games anymore. That's like in their behind times, you know? The economy is rough. They're trying to find ladies or gentlemen to have coitus with, and it's hard to do it when you're video gaming all the time. I say this, but then I think I also remember seeing a study by Business Insider that was like, Gen Z is the most sexless generation or something like that. I think it was a Business Insider article. So, yeah. I do need you guys to understand. Yes, I am aware that this story is a little bit out of the realm of the ordinary, but I need you guys to understand, and please learn this lesson from me if you can. Was it embarrassing to ask the girl? Could she have been like, ma'am, I don't know you. That's my purse. Get the fuck away from me, creepy lady. Get the fuck out. She could have, and I would have been embarrassed, okay? But also, guy ended up driving us. We all had a great time. Everybody's happy. Steiner and I didn't have to wait another 40 minutes to eat. You know? It was awesome. It was great. We had a great time. Don't complain. I'm not sorry. I don't think they're complaining about this. But I do know that it could be very like poor Mint, she's probably like, fucking Matara again, doing crazy Matara shit. But I always do crazy Matara shit. And I have to pee, and then I have to tell you about more crazy Matara shit. And I'm gonna drink the rest of my glass of wine. I have half a glass of wine left. So give me a moment, and then you're gonna get the juicy day. Spoiler alert a little bit for the last day. We were at a restaurant and I invited our waiter to come party with us. And then we were at another bar and there was this beautiful woman. And I was like, I literally walked in, I looked at her. I was still sober, by the way. And I said, ma'am, you are too beautiful to be paying for your drinks. Please, anytime you want a drink tonight, come to me. I will buy your drinks. And then later, she came to sit with us. And every time somebody would sit in her seat, I'd be like, please stop. That is the beautiful lady's seat, okay? No, the waiter was a guy. We like got served by a really cool waiter. And he was like, basically like we had to pay because you were a certain amount of people, but certain people weren't eating. So he was like, guys, as long as you promise, really like pinky promise that you won't eat, I won't charge you extra. So I was like, guys, we gotta invite him out. He's so cool. And so at one point, like I do that kind of stuff, you know, like I invite people, I pay for people. It was fun. I didn't get to pay for anything. So I was like, let me do that. All right, let me pee and grab some wine. And then, yeah, I think from an introvert's point of view, they're putting themselves in everyone's shoes and are horrified. This was definitely a game of telephone. But again, I get it. It made for really, really funny content. That being said, genuinely, I might in the future for Mint, like next time I talk to her, I might be like, hey, bestie, just in case in the future, if you do a tweet like, Matara, what the fuck is wrong with you? Please add, edit, I am joking, I love her. Like, just in case, because I never want people to like prepare their Google Docies or anything like that, you know? Why'd she wait until 3 a.m.? So I think why she waited till 3 a.m. is I think Steiner only told her at 3 a.m. I think because we went to lunch and then everybody had like Steiner had another business meeting after and then he was busy. So I think at the end of the day when Steiner was probably debriefing Mint, he was like, oh, by the way, this crazy thing happened with Mata. She's so insane, da. And so Mint, I think, then tweeted it. But again, it does look weird when you wake up and there's like that tweet going up. Again, if your wife tweets this at you in the middle of, like if you get a text like this at 3 a.m, how would you, okay, real talk. For those of you that are dating and have a partner, us, you know, and to the non-liars, how would you react if your girlfriend texts you at 3:21 a.m. saying, what is wrong with you? How would you react if your girlfriend texted you that? Thank you, Eric. Scarl, I'm Lambs' wife. Be respectful, my love. I'm her wife and she loves me. Reminds me, once 10 years ago, I flagged the last taxi and this gorgeous woman asked if we could share the ride. Keep going. What's the rest of the story? Just that, we shared the ride. Did you try to like talk her up a little bit? Were you like, ma'am? I would wonder where I left the baby. All right, give me 1 minute. I have to pee. And I have to grab my last half a glass of wine, okay? And then I have all of Sunday to recap and little announcements, okay? So you're just in luck. I was nice, by the way. I didn't go pee before the Mint story, so you guys could actually get your cliffhanger. Sorry, you guys didn't get your cliffhanger. What's up, Octo? It was good. Once I'm back in LA, I'm gonna check my PO box to see if I have your plaque, because I think they may have, and then we'll do the exchange. We'll meet up to do the exchange, Octo. Okay, give me a second, everybody. I gotta BRB very, very, very quick. All right. All right. Where was I? Hello, my mamas. Quick catch up of Sunday and then a little bit of announcement time. I will announce everything that I can and I will not announce everything that I cannot. I didn't show the gift stuff yet. So unfortunately, because I only brought a carry-on, there was a bunch of gifts that I couldn't bring. So I actually left some gifts to be shipped to me. So I'll be able to do a proper show and tell soon. But I really appreciate you all. You guys have been so sweet. Okay, so very fast. As a little bonus for some of you that came up later, I will post this photo right now. I will post this photo soon that I didn't post yet on the socials, so please don't steal it. But I had the chance to meet Giga. This is the woman whose body I live inside, and she got to meet the Giga. And unlike Ricky, Giga did not beat me up because the general loves me. The general absolutely loves me so much. That's my general. The Giga loves me and she would never ever eat me. So yeah. And again, Sunday morning, pretty great day. Oh wait, sorry. Wait, I didn't even finish my Saturday stories. Okay. Saturday night. So after my lunch with Steiner, I went back to have a nap. I was so tired. I went back to have a nap. I accidentally set my alarm for 8:30 in the morning instead of 8:30 at night. So I overslept Italian food with my friend Alex. And I felt really bad. I overslept Italian food. But luckily, by the time I was awake, it was 10 p.m. and everybody was going to this place called Round 1 Arcade. I've never been to Round 1 Arcade. And so we came in, we were going to do bowling. And instead, we just ended up playing like a few of the claw machines and some of the coin pusher machines. It was really fun. My friend Alex is the craziest person I have met in the positive way. She came up to these like machines where you have to push coins and collect cards. And oh my God, she walked out of there with like 70 cards. It's insane. I don't know how she did it. She's insane. She is crazy. She is awesome. So we got to hang out. We got to be a little bit at this like little mall and it was awesome. It wasn't a little mall, but it was Round 1 Arcade. I had so much fun. I kind of think I might want to get into the coin pusher stuff. I don't know. It was fun. It was definitely fun to see. It was definitely fun to like hang out. But then, yeah, went back to my hotel room. And I think I was in bed by like 12:30, honestly. Now, I wake up 8 a.m. Sunday morning. Or 9 a.m. And this is the message that I receive. I wake up to this message on the social media, and now you know the story. And now you know the full story of why that was Mint's reaction, my sweet baby girl. Now you know the full reaction. And yeah, good times. Good times. Sunday, not a very big day, but a very important day. So Sunday, I had a lot of dinner and friend plans because I had work the first 2 days. I made sure that the first 2 days I was only focused on work so that the next few days I could focus on hanging out with my friends. So first order of business, my beautiful baby girl. I tweeted about this. Oh my God. Okay, I have to talk to you guys about Judy very quickly. I have to like bring a story straight, okay? We are gay for one another. No, I'm kidding. So, DJ, a very lovely Joomfy, came to my meet and greet and gave me $60 and said, "Thank you for making Junie's life better. This is an IRL donation." And I said, "Hold on, wait, you can't just give me $60. That's unacceptable. Get some posters." He's like, "No, this is an IRL donation." And I said, "Okay, wait, how about I take Junie out for drinks and food with that money?" So this brunch was partly paid for Joomfy that donated very generously a $60 that I then took Junie out. I had him sign the cash, exactly. I had him sign the cash. It was DJ. I did it so I could remember. It wasn't the same $60 as for the Uber, by the way, because the money that he signed, it was the money that he signed, I had his signature. I got the asparagus tomato egg benny, but I did extra ham. And Junie got like the fried chicken eggs benny. So Junie got an Irish coffee and I had a little mimosa because it was Sunday, meaning I can drink. Now, so I meet up with my Junie. Things are so good. I love her. What I love about Junie and why I also love seeing her at a convention. So we kind of have this joke. Sometimes when we come to parties or like there's a seating chart, people always seat me and Junie together. And we both have this joke of like, please do not sit me with her. I literally live with her. So it's like, hey, I live with her. I can yap with this bitch anytime. Let me sit next to people that I don't know and I could yap at them because I know all these people. So what I love about actually getting to have food with her at a convention is it's very low effort. Let me explain. Whenever you don't know people very well, you always feel like you have to ask questions. You don't want them to think like you're bored, or you want to make sure that you're like keeping up with the conversation. With Junie, I can be like, hey, I gotta answer some messages. Or she'll be like, hey, give me a minute. I'm gonna disassociate. And it's just so nice to be able to be together in silence, but still be together because we're comfortable. We live together. We go for beers all the time. We hang out all the time, you know? So we have a very comfortable time just existing in each other's presence in a way that if I went to brunch with a new friend, I'd feel the need to be like, so how was your weekend? How are you? What are you going to do when you come back? How have you been? Tell me about your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your niece. You would just kind of feel like you have to nonstop yap. But with her, we don't have to. Now, I want to do a little bit of a PSA for the Joomfies. Joomfies, you guys are acting like Junie was a stray dog that was beaten and bruised and hurting that I like picked up off the street and saved, okay? Every single freaking Joomfie that I meet is like, thank you for saving Juniper. Thank you. Because of you, Juniper's life is brighter. We can tell. Okay, listen. Yes, we did move together to sunny California. Yes, I am the kind of roommate that is out of the apartment for 6 months of the year. So she gets double the apartment, pays half the rent, and I'm not there half of the year. When I am there the other half of the year, I am a puppy. I am like, oh my God, I got beers. Let's get beers. I got pizza. Do you want pizza? I'm gonna cook. Do you want cook? I'm very much a puppy. I'm like, do you want to watch TV with me? So, and as she knows, I'm never offended if she says no. Sometimes she's like, hey, I'm a little tired this week. I can't. I'm like, no problem. And she even said this. She said, I really, really appreciate that you keep inviting me out, even when I say no a few times. And I'm like, of course. I literally invite you last minute to grab a beer. Why would I be offended if you're like, no, I can't. Yeah, you invited me to this thing 30 minutes ago and I have plans. But I'm always saying, let's get drinks. Let's get food. Let's go this. Do you want to point the gun at this guy and drive the car while he's driving? No. So when you're going to the nail salon, you invite her as well. Yeah, we've like had massages together before. Sometimes I'd be like, hey, I'm going to get a back rub today. I'm going to go get a massage. You want to come? We've gotten our nails done. We've gotten pedis done, like all the time. Genuinely. Sometimes I'm even like, hey, let's go grab coffees and walk around the neighborhood for 30 minutes. I am that extroverted. But again, I just feel like I need to do a PSA to the Joomfies. Junie is a cool, like, independent woman, okay? So, yes, I do think, you know, being around me has made her life a little bit better. I am pretty freaking fantastic. But you guys are acting like I single-handedly saved her from, like, poverty, boredom, the plague, the doom. No. She was gonna be okay no matter what. She's a hot, sexy bug woman on the internet and off the internet, you know? So she'll be fine. She'll be fine. But the Joomfies really do act like, and I love it. And, you know, I do want to be a little bit full of myself and be like, yeah, I did that. But no, realistically, she did that. She's been working on herself. She's doing great. She's growing up into a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful woman. Oh my God, she's so beautiful. She's so beautiful. And she always wears short shorts around the house. Wow. My beautiful lady, my beautiful girl, my beautiful butt girl. I love you so much. I love you so much, my beautiful butt girl. With your nice round butt. Anyway, where was I? Where was I? What was I talking about? I forgot what I was talking about. But yeah. That night, pretty good day. We had brunch with Junie, went to GamerSub's booth. That's when I kind of signed a few posters for the staff, said bye to Oscar, to everybody. Kind of, you know, got my packing done, got my stuff done. My wonderful lawyer, Dean, organized a nice dinner where we went to a steakhouse and I got to meet some VTubers. Again, kind of a short story afterwards to end the night. I then went to another dinner organized by some more VTubers with Junie. And we ended up going to another bar after where I kind of like, there I can kindly say I actually commandeered that beautiful woman, where I just walked in and said, you are too beautiful to pay for your drinks. I will pay for all your drinks. And we had a great time. We just hung out. We drank. I went back to my hotel, went to bed and woke up and yeah, good times. So overall, phenomenal convention, phenomenal time. It was so nice to meet all of you. I'm probably going to write a really big, like really, really big sappy tweet tomorrow. Also, Ivy, I shouted you out today on stream. I'm so sorry I forgot to tag you. I hope you know it is not a malicious thing at all. I genuinely was just so excited to post the photos. I'm going to tag you on both Instagram and Twitter. I'm so sorry. You did such a phenomenal cosplay. Thank you so much once again. Oh. Hi, Mata. It was great meeting you at WeebCon on Friday. Hell yeah. Coconuts? I don't know who that is. That make me happy. That makes me happy. And great boss. Thank you for the 16 months. Once again, everybody, I do have a meeting shortly about the podcast. So good news. Also, thing I skipped out on Sunday. I found a lovely podcast producer. We are going to have a podcast coming up for you in June. Also, I do have 2 very big deadlines in April, but I am going to be streaming April 11th. I have a collab and I'm going to be streaming here and there, but kind of until April 20th, I'm a little bit not as active. After April 20th, I'm back in, baby. Podcast in June. Get ready for it. I am so excited. It was just such a great time. To all the Momos who went out of their way to meet me, to everybody that stood in line, I really appreciate it. All of you saying stuff like, thank you, Matara, for meeting me. Thank you for coming. Thank you for waiting in line. I absolutely will be doing more of these. Definitely expect me at Anime Expo. That's all I gotta say. Definitely, if you're gonna be at Anime Expo, I will be there. Anime Expo, Off-Kai for now. I'm thinking Anime Expo, Off-Kai. Still don't know some of the other stuff. I would love to try and make it up to V Expo because that was like the con in Britain. That was really, really fun. No, Luciano, don't say that. I do want to come up with more solutions where you don't have to stand in line for so long. Oh, actually, my agent just reminded me about something very interesting that I may have forgotten. By the way, everybody, if you are Canadian, I will be at this Canadian con. Thank you so much for reminding me. Ray, you're so sweet. So, I will be a guest at a Canadian convention called Anime North. My sexy, beautiful wife Zentrea and I are going to have a panel together, but I'm also going to be having a free meet and greet. So I don't remember exactly how it's going to work, the free meet and greet, but I think they're going to have a thing where like, if you first show up on that day, you can get tickets. And again, they're free. You can get to meet me in Canada for free. Please get on over there. Get some of these things. Let me post it in the stream, my sweet loves. Broken, thank you for the 12 months. Please get in there. Please have fun. Please get in there. All my Canadians, it is not an April Fool's. End of May, beginning June, I'll be there. Lionheart, have so much fun. Are you the one that went to Italy before, right? That's you. And now you're going to Singapore, I think in Thailand, if I remember correctly. Have so much fun. What province is that? I think Ontario. I'm sorry, Romley. There will be other ones. It's okay. Maybe I can also look to see if I can do something at Oshi Uplink. Maybe I can also see. We'll see. I can probably do more than one con, right? But yeah, my sweet momos, I hope you enjoyed the story time. I unfortunately have to call it kind of quits here because I have to do a meeting for the podcast and I have to have some fun times and some good stuff. But I love you all so much. I promise I'll be live again. I think I'm streaming again on the 11th because I have a collab with Ray and Fifi and Amelie and Sayu. And also I have a collab with Mouse and Amelie and Giga and I think Henya. I think on the 13th or the 14th. Wait, Ray, no! Ray, I'm ending the stream. I was gonna raid you. Ray, do you want to double raid it? We still have time to do a quick double raid. I'm so sorry, Ray. I'm legitimately ending the stream. I'm so sorry. I was gonna raid you. I was ending early so I can try and raid you. Ray, I'm so sorry. Do you want to do Juniper? My beautiful roommate Bug is playing Dead Space. Are you cool with that? Are you cool with doing like Ray and Matara raid? I am so sorry, Ray. I gotta kidnap you into a collab with my beautiful Bug. My beautiful Bug is playing Dead Space. She's so beautiful. I love her so much. She is on the screen right now. Give her some love. Please give her a raid and a Matara raid spin. She's playing Dead Space for the first time. She's a gamer. Ray, I am so excited for a collab this week. I was already telling the people that we're going to be playing some Super Battle Golf. Glasses, I love you. And yeah, we're going to be heading out because I have a meeting about the podcast soon. And then tomorrow I have my singing lesson. So I love you all very much. Have a great rest of your day, my angels. Bye-bye. Please go spoil Juniper. And remember what I said, by the way. Juniper is a sexy, independent young lady, okay? And you all treat her like she's a wet dog sometimes. Because you say stuff like, Matara, thank you for changing Junie's life. All I did was move with her to sunny California. And I asked her out to have a beer every other day and a pizza every third day. Okay. That's it. That's it. A lot of her happiness, she works on it herself. I cannot take claim to her happiness. Okay. Big love. Influx. I don't know yet. I don't know, my sweet angel. Please enjoy her stream. Ray, I love you. Thank you for the raid, Ray. I'm sorry I have to leave. Let's go spoil my Junie. Bye-bye. Mwah.